Good afternoon. The 14B District Court is now in session. My name is Elaine Washington, and I'm the judge that will be presiding over this session. Court will call the case of Village Grove versus Ania Chambers Brown and Angela Boykin, 21C 1286.
Yes, it's Anaya, by the way.
Sorry, Anaya.
That's okay.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon. Is someone here from Jarrett Edward Levine's office?
Yes, Your Honor, I am. Jen Wilburn.
All right, thank you. Are you placing your appearance on the record?
Yes, Jen Wilburn, P83143 for the plaintiff.
Thank you. The last time we were here was on June 30th. This matter had not been assigned a caseworker. It's with SOS. Is Ms. Sarah Lee present?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Ms. Sarah Lee.
Your Honor, this case is with SOS. It is under review by a caseworker. They are waiting on documentation from the tenant, and they will need an updated lease from the landlord, W-9, and a ledger from the landlord.
And what do they need from the tenant?
I do not know the specific documents, but they case noted that the tenant does know what is expected from the caseworker.
All right, thank you. Anaya,
Yes.
do you know what's expected from you at this point?
Yes, I've turned in some documents. I just have like one more document to turn in, and then that's it.
All right. When can you get that document in, ma'am?
I was going to do it later on today.
All right, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ms. Wilburn.
Judge, and my client is here and they have submitted the documents that they needed to submit today. So
You're saying they have already submitted them?
they just submitted them today. They were requested and they've been submitted.
All right, thank you so very much.
Yep.
Right. 3 weeks, so you do you think we can get a resolution by then, Ms. Lee?
I believe so, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Okay. August 11th, 2021 at 1 p.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. I'll see you all back then.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Arbor One Apartments versus Asher Kirkland, case number 21C 1132.
Judge, good afternoon. Robert Novak appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon, Mr. Novak. Good afternoon, Mr. Kirkland.
Good afternoon.
All right. Last time we were here was July 23rd. It was assigned to SOS and Kier at SOS. There was no landlord tenant app in at that time. Ms. Lee, are you able to give us an update on the Asher Kirkland matter?
Your Honor, this case is with SOS. Give me just 1 second. It is under review by a caseworker, and I don't think they have the landlord's application in the system. So the link was resent to Mr. Novak today, not yesterday.
Ms. Lee,
Yes.
I received it, but I couldn't open the link. Could you just forward that to my client, Amy?
Amy, okay. I will leave a note because I don't have access to this case, so I will have
Okay.
Emma.
Yeah, I got the link, but it had nothing attached to it, and I wasn't sure if it was spam or what. So I was unsure to open it. When I opened it up at my office, I couldn't open it.
Okay.
Please. I will have them on the lookout for the application and the W-9.
August 11th, 2021 at 1 p.m. is the next time I will hear this case. Mr. Novak, I'm hopeful that the landlord tenant documents will be in by then.
Judge, they submit all the documents. I just don't know why they don't have them as of yet, but I'll follow up with him again.
Okay.
Because I know that there's between your court and Judge Simpson's court, they do, 50, 60 of them, and they usually send them in bulk. So I don't know, maybe it was misplaced or misfiled. I'm not sure, but I will get to the bottom of it.
All right. Thank you so very much. Camelot Apartments versus Brianna Nelson, 21C, 1435.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, Neil Chanis appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chanis.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ms. Nelson. Ms. Nelson, you're here, you were before the magistrate on June 23rd, and it appears that maybe this was a 30-day adjournment for the per the scale stay.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, given that, Ms. Lee, are you able to give us an update on where we are?
Yes, Your Honor. This case is with SOS and it is under review by a caseworker.
Anything needed from either of the parties?
I don't think so.
Who's the caseworker, please?
It is with Emily.
Thank you. 3 weeks, August 11th, 2021.
Perfect.
August
Yeah.
11th at 1 p.m. again?
Yes, 1 p.m. Ms. Nelson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. You as well.
McKinley Inc. has been chased versus Cherie Stafford and Christopher Miller, 21C, 1250.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Parissa Gazari, appearing for plaintiff.
Hello, Ms. Kazari.
Hi.
Is either Cherie Stafford or Christopher Miller present? If so, please state your name.
Chris Miller
and Cherie Stafford.
Thank you. Good afternoon, both of you.
Good morning.
Afternoon.
I hope it's not morning still. It's been a long day already.
I've been really good. These kids are running me crazy. I know.
Yeah, with the newborn still got us all different hours.
All right. Last time we were here on June 16th, I adjourned it for the 30-day scale stay. The landlord docs were needed. Ms. Lee, any update on either of these matters?
Your Honor, this case is one of the paper applications with Hawk. We do have all the documents. The caseworker requested for additional time to process the paperwork.
How long do you think you need?
I think 3 weeks should be enough.
In her room? Yeah. Okay, thanks. I got it.
Miss Wooden? Please, Miss Wooden, France Wooding.
Yes.
Please mute your phone.
Oops.
August 11th, 2021 at 1 p.m.
You said August 11th at 1 p.m.?
That's correct. We'll see you all then.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
McKinley Inc. has been chased versus Dylan Underwood, 21C, 1505.
Your Honor, for the record, Parissa Gazari, appearing for plaintiff.
Do we have a Dylan Underwood present?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Last time we were here on July 7th, we adjourned this for the application to be in. Mr. Underwood, have you submitted your application?
Yeah, I actually I had a trouble with finding the link because it wasn't open, and then I actually did actually submit it not too long ago.
All right. Did you Ms. Whitten, please mute your device. Yes. Did you also submit the $500 you were supposed to submit, Mr. Underwood?
No, actually, my girlfriend's job delayed because of her background check, so that didn't go as planned, unfortunately.
Mr. Underwood, you do understand that you're here because the landlord says you haven't paid your rent. If there's no application in file, they can get a judgment against you.
Yeah, I did submit the application.
Ms. Lee, do you see an application on file?
Yes, Your Honor. The application was submitted yesterday. We are waiting on landlord application. Should I send the link to Michael?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ms. Kazari?
Your Honor, given that the application has been filed, I presume the court is going to adjourn this out 30 days.
Yes, I will. 30-day stay.
Thank you.
August 25th, 2021 at 1 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Village Grove 18 LLC versus Whitney Wooden 21C 1311.
Again, Judge Jen Wilburn, P 83143 for the plaintiff.
That's you. Ms. Wooden? Whitney Wooden? Ms. Wooden?
Yes.
All right. Are you able to show your screen?
Hold on a second. How do I do that?
Well, it looks like your screen is supposed to be showing. Do you have something over the back of your camera right now?
It says unable to access camera, allow Zoom camera. From your setting, privacy camera.
All right. Ms. Wooden, never mind. Ms. Lee, are you able to give us an update on where we are with Ms. Wooden's matter?
Yes. This case is with SOS. It is under review. They need an updated W-9 from the landlord and an updated ledger. Also from the tenant, they will need an updated utility bill and their COVID-19 hardship statement.
Ms. Wooden, could you hear that?
Yes. I sent all my utility bills and my COVID letter to Emily.
When did you do that, ma'am?
I sent it to her 2 days ago. She emailed me and told me she was waiting on Jesse from Bill Properties to contact her back, and they were waiting on paperwork. I contacted Jesse for her, and Jesse emailed me and said that she was getting over the paperwork as quickly as possible.
And that has been submitted, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so very much.
Jesse said, I am processing them as fast as I can. We will get an email when everything is submitted.
August 11th, 2021 at 1 p.m.
Huh?
I'm gonna adjourn this to August 11th, 2021 at 1 p.m. to see where you are in your process. Okay, Ms. Wooden?
Okay, and I'm sorry about my phone.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
McKinley Inc., Aspen Chase versus Helente White, case number 21C0.
Your Honor, for the record, Parissa Gazari.
All right, the last time we were here, it was on May the 12th.
Yes, Your Honor, I have an update in this matter. My understanding is that Ms. White has moved, or Helente White has moved, and therefore we're seeking a dismissal without prejudice.
All right, when will you be submitting the dismissal?
I can submit it during the hearings.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. Ms. White, they're dismissing this matter. Do you understand that, ma'am? Ms. White, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can now. They plan to dismiss this matter, ma'am?
Okay.
You've moved, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, thank you. This matter will be reviewed.
Uh,
We'll sign the order.
Thank you.
Thank you. McKinley Inc. Aspen Chase versus Keelan Brown, 21C0452.
Your Honor, for the record, Carissa Gazzari appearing for plaintiff.
Hi.
Hello, hello. How are you, Mr. Brown?
Good. How about you?
Good. All right, the last time we were here was on June 30th. We've come back a couple of times and the case had not been assigned yet. The last time it was not assigned either. We've been gone for 21 days. Any update, Ms. Lee?
Your Honor, this case is with SOS. It's been assigned to a caseworker and they just received the landlord documents, so they're processing the paperwork. And then they also left a note that the tenant was mentioned about moving out. And I just wanted to let Mr. Brown know that he should be in the unit at the time of the check is sent to receive assistance.
So, Mr. Brown, you can't move if you're planning on getting assistance. Do you understand that, sir?
Okay.
All right, so.
Your Honor, clarify too that that's not when you sign the COD. That's when the check is actually sent. Because I think some tenants are thinking once they sign the COD, they can move.
You have to wait until the actual money has been transferred. You can't move prior to that. Do you understand that, Mr. Brown?
Okay. I was just it was just because they had sent the I forget what the form was called, but it was practically asking for the 30-day notice whether or not I was going to renew the lease. So I didn't know. They had sent the 30-day notice July 8th, July 9th, I think, asking whether or not I was going to renew the lease or not, and I'll have to, get out by August 8th. It's just the letters they're sending me, like, to my home, like, are not matching up with what I'm, like,
what they want you to do. I see.
My most recent my most recent note that I had gotten, which was on the 11th or the 12th, they were like confirming that they were confirming practically that I understand that I need to get off the premises by August 8th. So they're sending me notes and stuff. So I'm just reacting to the notes before, it was a month next court date.
Got you.
I think there's an ordinance violation too that's occurred fairly recently on this one.
All right, all right. If there is an ordinance violation, the question then becomes, do you want him out or not? I mean, so I'm not sure what you want to do, because if he's out, you don't get paid. He doesn't get the assistance.
Right. Do we have any kind of time frame for when the decision will be? Like, what do we think?
I don't have an answer to that. They said they recently received the landlord documents, so it could take a while. But if we ask them to expedite, I think they can complete it within a week. But it'll all depend on whether they have all the documents, all the necessary documents or not.
All right. Please ask them to expedite the case. And what I'm going to do is put it over for 3 weeks to see if we're done. That date is the August 11th. So do not move out prior to your next court date, Mr. Brown.
Okay.
August 11th, 2021 at 1 p.m. So Ms. Gazzari, please communicate to your client that he will not, or try to work out so he's not a holdover tenant before that August 11th date, at least.
Yeah, okay. I'll talk to my client and see what they want to do. Thank you.
Thank you. And if you need to do something different, then you can try to notice it back up on the docket before.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Village Grove 18 LLC versus Joshua Allison 21C 1291.
Again,
Mayor.
Judge John Wilburn for the plaintiff.
Hello, Mr. Allison. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. The last time we were here was June 30th. It had been assigned to SOS and we didn't have a worker yet.
I just received an email.
Ms. Lee.
That is correct, Your Honor. It is under review. They're waiting on an updated DTE bill from Mr. Allison, and from the landlord, they will need their W-9 and an updated ledger.
All right. Is that consistent with the email that you received, Mr. Allison?
Yes.
All right. When can you submit your updated DTE bill, sir?
I can do that today.
Thank you so much. And Ms. Wilburn?
The documents for the landlord were submitted this morning.
Thank you very much. August 11th, 2021 at 1 p.m. You have an idea? I think everything I've done. Pretty much. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. So 17 plus the ones that we just did. Okay. Bill Properties LLC versus Kenna Ray, 21C 1382.
Yes.
Hello, Ms. Ray.
Hello.
Is anyone here? Oh, yes, Ms. Wilburn. You placing your appearance on Ms. Wilburn?
Yes, Judge John Wilburn, P83143 for the plaintiff.
All right. Last time we were here was scale stay, June 16th to today's date. Ms. Lee, do you have any updates for us, please?
Your Honor, this case is with SOS. It hasn't been assigned to a caseworker yet.
All right, I'm inclined to schedule this for the August 18th date since it has not been assigned to SOS yet, to a caseworker yet. Ms. Wilburn?
That's fine, Judge.
August 18th, 2021 at 1 p.m.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you back then, Ms. Ray. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Village Grove 18 LLC versus Preston Sparkman and, I'm sorry, case number 21C 1307.
Hello, good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sparkman.
And Judge for the plaintiff, John Wilburn.
Thank you. All right, last time we were here was June 30th. This matter was assigned to SOS, but it didn't have a caseworker yet. Ms. Lee, are you able to give us an update?
Your Honor, this case is with SOS. It is under review. And I do not have any further updates other than that. I think they do have all the documents they need.
All right. Do we know who the caseworker is, please?
It's with Andrea.
Thank you.
I have another question. Do you all know when I might hear something back? I haven't heard anything. I just heard you mention the caseworker's name, but I haven't received like a call or email or anything. I check my emails daily and my spam.
Well, you now have a caseworker, so if they have all the documents, you may not hear anything for another week or two. If they don't have the documents, you might hear from them soon, but you have to keep checking your email every day still just to see how that goes, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, August 11th, 2021 at 1 p.m.
Okay.
Court date. And
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Intervest Properties, Inc. versus Rukaya Harris, case number 21C 1428 LT.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. John Evanchik on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon, Mr. Evans. Having a hard time today.
That's okay. And I think Mrs. Harris is here, and I'm not sure who legal aid
She's
is.
upside down some kind of way, but she's here.
Oh, sorry. My camera is broken.
Okay, that was interesting though.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Okay. I got an email from Sarah. She's been approved for rental assistance. The only issue I had was that there was no provision for there's some water bill or a water bill I think that's due. So I'm trying to iron that out with them. I just got all this yesterday, so I'd ask for a 2-week adjournment if we could. This is, I think, the first hearing after the 30-day.
It is.
Yeah. So, but she's been approved for the back rent. Just need to sort out the utilities.
Wow, that was interesting. Maybe we should figure out what you did right, Ms. Harris.
Yeah, it was definitely her, not me.
August 4th. Okay, August 4th, 2021.
Let me double check that date now that I asked for 2 weeks. Yeah, that's fine. At what time?
At 3 p.m.
That's fine. Thank you, Your Honor.
And that's for entry of order. So let me explain. If you have everything done and the order is in and I've signed it, no one has to be here. So
okay.
Ms. Harris, please make sure you check with them, with your worker to make and to find out if that has been signed and whether you need to be here or not. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Grove 18 LLC versus Regina South and Christopher Tubbs 21C 1306. All right.
Madam Judge, Jen Wilburn for the plaintiff.
Is Regina South or Christopher Tubbs? Oh, Christopher Tubbs is not living there. So is Regina South present?
Yes.
All right. Hello, Ms. South. Ms. South.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Last time we were here, June 30th, SOS was assigned as the HARA, where the caseworker had not been assigned. Ms. Lee.
Your Honor, this case is under review. They are waiting on a W-9 and an updated ledger from the landlord. They do have all the tenant documents.
And who's the caseworker?
It's with Amy.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Wilburn.
Judge, I will confirm with my client that those were sent in, and if not, they will be. And Ms. Lee, did you say that there was a caseworker assigned on this one?
Yes. Do you need their email address?
No, that will be fine.
Her name is Amy.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. I will set this over to August 11th, 2021 at 1 p.m.
Thank you, Judge. And I have confirmed those were submitted.
All right. Thank you so much. This is the translator.
This is the translator one.
All right, Ms. South, you're all set, ma'am. You can leave.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, counselors, we're going to let in a number of phone numbers because basically that's what we're down to at this point. And we have one, well, first of all, Ms. Malberg?
Yes, Your Honor.
There you are. Do you anticipate that your client is going to be present today?
Yes, I spoke with him this morning. He should be present.
Okay, all right. That was a part of why we're going to start letting in phone numbers because we think he's a phone number without a name. So it's going to get noisy in here, everyone. We'll be letting in the phone numbers. So I think most of you understand this procedure already. It'll be loud. I may have to get loud to stop them from saying hello to each other, but we'll get it under control shortly. All right, here we go. Good afternoon. You have been allowed into the virtual courtroom. Please mute your devices until your last 4 digits of your phone number are called. Please mute your devices until the last 4 digits of your phone number are called. You can mute your devices one of 2 ways. You can hit the *6, or you can use the mute on your phone and it will mute your devices. You can still hear me, but your devices will be muted. Okay. All right, there's someone with the last 4 digits of 9701. 9701. Please tell us your first and last name.
Monda Andrews. D-O-B-B-Y.
All right, please stop. Hello, stop. Please listen to the last 4 digits. If you should know the last 4 digits of your phone number. I'm only calling the last 4 digits of your phone number. Ma'am, you're not 9701.
Okay, I didn't hear you right then.
All right. The last 4 digits.
I'm not.
Please stop talking. The
167.
Please stop talking. The last 4 digits of the phone number that I'm talking to right now are 9701. 9701. Please tell us your first and last name.
Monda Andrews.
That's not
Smith.
All right, everyone's going to be muted except for who I'm talking to. We're going to mute you myself since you won't listen. All right. 9701. Ma'am, could you please tell us your name again?
Monda Andrews.
All right, Monda Andrews. We will rename you. Do you think maybe she's on the list that got crossed off? Just one moment, Miss Andrews.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, do you have your case number per chance, or if there's an attorney here who has this particular case, please speak up.
Let me look and see if my case number is on here. Actually, I don't have my case number.
All right.
I just have the Zoom number to call in.
We found you, ma'am. We found you. Thank you. You're on at 3 p.m. Do you know that, ma'am?
I'm on at 3 p.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't realize that. My paperwork said 1. What I got written down here, I was told by the court 1 o'clock.
Okay.
I called here on River Drive.
Well, this is here on River Drive, and I'm the judge, and your case is
Okay.
on p.m. Okay.
So you'd like me to call back at 3 p.m.?
You can stay if you want, but you'll be on here for a while potentially. So that's completely up to you, though. Okay.
All right. I'll give you a call back at 3 p.m.
Okay.
and you have a good day.
One second, Ms. Andrews. 1 second. Yes, Mr. Fentier.
I'm looking at the docket. She's on at 1. It's an Old Town Realty case for Jim Fink.
I'm sorry, what was the name of that?
Let me see that, please.
Monda Andrews.
Yes, I have that.
Well, yeah, you're looking at LaDonna Andrews. Yes. 1 second. Thank
Sorry,
you.
I didn't mean to correct you.
No, we need you to correct us. Apparently we didn't get it right.
Monda, not Londa.
Okay, it's Monda with an M.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you, Ms. Andrews. All right, you can stay on. You're at 1. You're correct. All right, ma'am, could you mute yourself back? You can use the *6 button, or you can just hit the mute. Okay. All right, now I'm going to phone number that ends in 0243. 0243. Please unmute yourself by hitting the *6 and tell us your first and last name. Mm-hmm.
Lucretia Braswell.
All right, Ms. Braswell, thank you. We will rename you. If you could remute yourself, I would greatly appreciate that, ma'am. All right, the last 4 digits are 1425. Please unmute yourself and tell us your first and last name. Ms. Braswell, please remute yourself. *6. Ms. Andrews, please remute yourself as well. *6. Last 4 digits are 1425. 1425. Please unmute yourself and tell us your first and last name. *6. You have to push *6 if you want us to hear you, because we cannot hear you right now. Star and the 6.
Angela Battle.
Thank you, Miss Angela Battles. We will rename you.
Okay.
You can remute yourself, ma'am. *6, please.
Thank you.
Last 4 digits are 3659. 3659. Please unmute yourself by pressing *6 and tell us your first and last name.
Taya Blackman.
I'm sorry, one more time, please.
Taya Blackman.
Taya Blackman. Thank you, ma'am. We will rename you. You can hit the star and the 6 and then you can remute yourself. All right, last 4 digits are 1670. 1670. Please unmute yourself by hitting the star and the 6 and tell us your first and last name.
This is Bobby Smith.
Bobby Smith. Thank you, Ms. Bobby Smith. We will rename you. Please hit the star and 6 and remute yourself until your case is called.
It's *6, you said?
Yes, *6. Thank you so much. You don't see it? I don't think I got a docket today.
Your Honor, may I?
Yes, you may.
There's a gentleman at the top of the screen that says Zoom user.
He's not connected to audio.
That's Charles Naganga.
Okay. That's the defendant?
Yes.
Okay. He's not connected.
I saw him a minute ago, picture-wise.
He's here, but he's not connected. He's not connected to audio. He is present, but not connected to audio. So, all right. I'm gonna do this last person, so we know who that is. All right. There's a phone number that ends in 9364. 9364. Please unmute yourself and tell us your first and last name. Press star and the 6. Star and 6 will unmute you. Last 4 digits are 9364. Yes, your first and last name, please.
Sandra Lovejoy.
Sandra Lovejoy.
Yeah, and then my number's 9364. That's
Yes.
the 4 digit.
Thank you.
Okay.
We will rename you. And please remute
Okay.
yourself until your case is called. You can hit the *6 to remute yourself. Please do so.
Hit the *6 right now.
Yes, please.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Can you put up the please connect for him? Maybe he'll see that.
And Your Honor, this is Nora Mulbert. He speaks French too, so it may be an issue with translation as well. But I'm here on his behalf too, so I'd be happy to speak with him later if he's not able to connect to the audio.
All right, thank you. We'll see if he understands the words please connect, and if he doesn't, then we'll proceed. we do not have the translator here today.
Okay.
There was a glitch in our system from getting the case from the magistrate to this space, and we were not aware until it was too late to make the request.
Okay.
He's
Your Honor, I've actually got his phone number. He speaks a little bit of English, so I'm going to call him also.
He's trying to connect right now. He's reading it.
Okay, good.
Didn't work. Yes, Ms. Scazzeri, please give us a moment and we can make that happen for you.
Your Honor, can I make a suggestion about Mr. Naganga?
Thank you.
Sure.
We received 2 SARA applications last night, or proposed SARA applications. So maybe Ms. Lee can tell me if I can give her the 2 numbers, if either one went through, and if that's true, then the case would just get adjourned for 30 days anyway.
I understand. I wanted him to be able to hear what was going on, but it looks like we're not gonna be successful with that. So we're gonna give Ms. Scazzeri her room. All right, that already happened. We can't hear you, sir. Please connect. It's not gonna work. He's trying to talk to us. All right. Yeah. All right. Court will call the case of Joe Mar Realty Corporation versus Charles Naganga, case number 21C1623.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. David Fantera on behalf of the plaintiff. As I was saying, we received.
So and Nora Malberg on behalf of the defendant.
So I shouldn't be talking to him directly. I can talk to you.
Correct. Yeah, you should reach out to me.
Okay, that's great. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just made an appearance on Monday.
Okay, didn't know that. We received 2 SARA. A brief rundown of this case, Your Honor. He appeared last week with an interpreter and said several times that what he needed was an eviction notice that included July so that he could get money out of his retirement. And in the meantime, he has now applied for SARA, but I don't know if either one went through because he did this last week also. So I'd like to give Miss Lee the numbers and she can tell me if either one went through. If either one went through, then this is automatically adjourned for 30 days.
All right, please go forward and give her the numbers.
235967.
Yes, I do see that number in the system. Should I send the landlord application to you, Mr. Fantera?
No, I've got it. I got 2 of them. I just didn't know which one to answer. So that's the good one?
Yes.
235967.
Yes.
Okay, then Your Honor, we just got it last night. So I would think a 30-day stay on this case would be appropriate. And I will write down, could you send me your appearance if I give you my email?
Yeah.
Do you want me to put it in the chat or I'll just tell you, it's my first initial last name, dfantera@fanteralaw.com.
Is there a period between the D and Fantera or just
Nope.
all together? Okay.
All right, based on that fact, unless there's some objection from you, Ms. Malberg, I will adjourn this for 30 days and that will be to August the 25th, 2021 at 1 p.m.
That's fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
And we will do the French translator request for that particular hearing, unless you let us know at least 36 hours in advance that he will not be appearing and you will be appearing only on his behalf.
Okay, I'll let you know. Thank you.
Old Town Realty versus Monda Andrews, case number 21C1137.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Parissa Gazari appearing for plaintiff. Did Miss Andrews get bumped back out? I don't know if she's still in the I don't see her. She's probably still in the breakout room.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can force close it.
All right. All right, we're going to bring her back over here.
Okay.
Your Honor, it looks like Mr. Ganga is appeared now.
I'm sorry. Mr. Naganga is connected.
Correct.
Sir, we handled your matter. You need to call your attorney.
I listen.
Okay, thank you. We'll see you in about 30 days. Okay, sir?
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, Miss Andrews. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm pretty well. All right.
Okay.
So there was a 30-day stay in this matter. We're back here today. I know there was a breakout session. Ms. Gazaria, do you have some update for us?
You know, my understanding is that we're still waiting for a decision regarding the SARA funding. I don't know if Ms. Lee has anything more updated than that.
Ms. Lee, are you able to give us an update on the Manda Andrews matter?
Yes, Your Honor. This is one of the paper applications with Hawk. We do have all the documents that we need. We just need a little more time to complete the paperwork.
All right. It's under review?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, thank you. Given that, I will adjourn for August 11th, 2021. And that will be at 1 p.m.
Thank you. Ms. Lee, can you tell me who the caseworker is for this one?
It is with Ricky.
Oh, Ricky, okay.
All right. You're all set, Ms. Andrews. Thank you for showing up today, and we will see you back here or hear from you on August the 11th. Okay, ma'am?
At 1 o'clock?
At 1 p.m., yes. And it helps if you can figure out how to put your name in on your devices, because if you put, I know, but they can still do that. I think so.
It'll be easier. I'll see if one of my granddaughters can help me do that.
Yeah, I don't know if you can put it on a phone. Maybe you can't, but check that out. If you can, then what happens is you don't have to wait as long in the waiting room, and you come right in because we know who you are. Okay.
Okay. All right, I'll try to do that, and then otherwise I'll be back August 11th at 1 p.m. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Oh, one question. Would I receive paperwork from today in the mail?
Yes, you will. With the new.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Huron Heights Apartments versus Lucretia Brathwell, case number 21C 1266 LT.
Afternoon, Your Honor. Reed Thurlby on behalf of Huron Ridge Apartments.
Good afternoon. Hello again, Ms. Braswell.
Hello, how are you?
I'm okay. All right, last time we were here was on June 30th. The matter was assigned to SOS, but we did not have a caseworker at that time. Ms. Lee, are you able to give us some update on where this matter is?
Is this Lucretia Braswell case?
That is correct.
Your Honor, this is under review. Actually, they are sending the worksheets soon.
Your Honor, I did receive an email this morning from the caseworker. She had indicated that there was just a little bit more she needed to complete, and then she should have the worksheets ready. I am out of town next week, so I don't know if the court is able to set this over for August 4th, and hopefully we'll have this all taken care of at that point.
August 4th, 2021 at 3 p.m. for EO. And so what that means, Ms. Braswell, is if they have all the documentation in and everything is signed by the court, then you will not need to be present for that particular hearing, but you need to keep in contact with your worker to make sure that that's the case, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Jomar Realty versus Angela Battle, 21C 1351.
Good afternoon again, Your Honor. David Fantera on behalf of the plaintiff. As of Monday, This case, it's an SOS case that had not yet been assigned. So I don't know if it's been assigned since then, but assuming that it has not, I would think a 3-week adjournment would be appropriate.
Ms. Lee, do we have a worker yet?
It has not been assigned yet to.
Thank you. Mr. Fantier, I agree with almost everything you said.
You want to do 4 weeks, so.
Yes, 4 weeks, exactly.
That's fine.
All right. So 4 weeks, 18. August 18th, 2021 at 1 p.m.
I think Miss Battle's here, so hopefully she heard what we said.
She's on the phone. Miss Battle, did you hear what we said, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, so we'll see you.
I just need that date again, please.
We'll see you on August 18th, 2021 at 1 p.m., ma'am.
August 18th.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
As I told the last person, if you can figure out a way to put your name on your phone when you come in, then it really does help the process. It helps you get into the room quicker and get called quicker. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Village Growth 18 LLC versus Taya is what she said, Blackman and Odell Blackman, 21C 1287.
Good afternoon again, Judge. Jen Wilburn, P83143 for the plaintiff.
Good afternoon. All right. Ms. Blackman, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. All right, so last time we were here was June 30th. The case was assigned to SOS, but we did not have a worker yet. Ms. Lee, are you able to give us an update?
Yes, Your Honor. This has been assigned to a caseworker. They are waiting on additional documents from the tenant. They are in need of unemployment information with their name showing, an internet bill, and DTE or other utilities if they're seeking assistance for that. And from the landlord, they will need a W-9 and an updated ledger.
Oh, that was a lot. I think you lost me up there. And you said internet, DTE. What else did you say from your tenant, please?
And unemployment information with their name showing.
All right. Ms. Blackman, did you hear?
Yeah, I sent it all. I work nights, so I sent it in pretty late last night, but I did get all of that sent in.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Wilburn, did you? Yes.
Judge, I can confirm that the landlord documents were sent in today.
All right, thank you so much. All right, I will do the 3 weeks, August 11th, 2021 at, I'm gonna do this at 1:30 p.m. All right, you're all set, Ms. Blackman.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, have a good day.
You too, bye-bye.
McKinley Inc. Aspen Chase versus Sandra Lovejoy, case number 21C1698.
Your Honor, for the record, Parissa Gazari appearing for plaintiff.
Hello, Ms. Lovejoy, how are you today? You have to hit star and 6 to unmute yourself. All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Lovejoy, you're here today because your landlord wants to recover possession of the premises. They're indicating that your lease expired on April the 30th, 2021, and that they want to terminate your tenancy. The documentation I received indicates that you were served, and they indicated with a notice to quit on you were served on May 20th, asking you to move by July 1st. You're entitled to have a hearing on this matter, ma'am. You're entitled to have an attorney. The legal services is here, but they do intakes only on these dates, and you could go into a room and speak to them about this matter, but they're indicating that your lease has expired. Do you need to speak with counsel regarding this matter?
Okay, so I mean, I have to come in then?
No, I will put you in a breakout session with an attorney and you can talk to them in a room right now. We'll take you into a separate little space. I know you can't see because you're on a phone, you can't see, but the room is virtual.
Okay.
It's full of people. We will send you into a separate room that's you and an attorney or a student attorney that could give you some legal advice potentially, but at least do an intake with you.
Okay. Well, my problem is they were holding my mail for since October. They put a hold on my mail a long time ago. I wasn't receiving my mail. In the case, I can't find a place that's drug and crime free.
So who was holding the mail, first of all, ma'am?
Aspen Chase. Yeah, this place. Yeah, I wasn't getting my paper. See, I'm doing on my paperwork and stuff. A lot of issues with not getting mail.
Okay.
Crime-free area.
Maybe you're trying to tell me something that I don't understand about the mail. But are you still there, ma'am? I think we may have lost her. Miss Sandra Lovejoy, are you still present? Okay.
I don't see her on the screen.
All right, we're gonna recall this matter when she returns. We're gonna figure out the phone number again. All right, Bobby Smith versus Jacob Malik, case number 21C 1682.
Yeah.
Hello, Ms. Smith. All right.
Hello.
And Jacob Malik, you're muted, sir. You need to unmute yourself.
Yes. Good morning. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Malik. Is it Malik or Malek?
Malik.
Malik, neither of those two. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Malik, you're here today because your landlord, Bobby Smith, is indicating that they served you with the notice to quit to recover possession of the premises. They are indicating, one second, please, that your lease expired on March the 6th of 2021, and that they want to terminate this tenancy. You have a right to hearing on this matter, sir.
I hope. Sorry.
You have a right to have a hearing matter.
So I'm sorry to
an attorney if you wish to hire an attorney, sir. Do you plan to hire an attorney or do you need to consult with an attorney?
I don't, I can represent myself if that's okay.
You can choose to do that if you so like. It may not be the best move on your behalf, but you can do that. If you have a hearing and you lose at that hearing, sir, you will have 10 days, at which time you would have to move out of the premises.
Okay, I do have a lawyer. I didn't know I needed him. They expired my lease on March the 6th, yet I continue to pay. I tried to get a hold of the man. I never even met him in person. He randomly showed up at my door one day telling me that I had to leave and that he was selling the house. And I was continued to pay from March until now. And so I thought there was a law for people that will become homeless or that are on unemployment to where they could not be evicted until July 31st. I don't have a problem leaving the place. I just don't understand you know, how someone can randomly show up and just, you know, say you gotta go. And, you know, I'm just, if I have to leave, I understand. I don't exactly know what to do at the moment. I have a broken neck. I can barely move. The man showed up demanding that I start moving all this stuff around in the house, and I couldn't even move, let alone I never even met the guy. And so whatever I have to do, I will do, ma'am. So just let me know what I need to do, and I will do it.
First of all, Bobby Smith.
Yes.
What type of lease do we have here?
We had a lease to begin with, which he knew that was going to be up at that certain time.
The lease
So
is not attached, ma'am. The lease is not attached to your documentation.
Okay, all right. Ask me the question again.
Well, I made a statement. At this point, there is no lease that's attached to your documentation.
Right. There's no lease. I rented it to it by the month.
Well, then how was the lease up on March 6th? That doesn't, those two things don't work together. It's either one or the other.
I don't know about the lease. I see if I got that here in front of me when it was up. But what happened was after the lease run out, I don't know why he's bringing that part of it up, because when the lease was up, I told him the house was for sale, that he could rent it month for month. He said, that's fine. And so he did this, and he rented it all the way up like that until he's got junk cars in the backyard. He has cars sitting out in the front with no license plates on it. Inside the house is the most terrible thing you've ever seen in your life. And also, I told him he had 30 days to get out of there, and he told me exactly what he told you, that I can't move him out. You can't do nothing until then. So that's when I went and had a thing put on his door to have 30 days for him to get out of the house. He had all the time because we stuck a thing on it, on the door, and he avoided all of that. The place is in a mess so bad that I got to go in and spend thousands of dollars right now to get it to sell.
All right, so the
Not true, ma'am. I actually did so much work in this house. Sorry. Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
The notice was served on June 1st, 2021, giving him notice to get out on July 1st. You want to know what I suggest you do, sir? You should probably speak with counsel. Do you want to talk to counsel?
For me, ma'am?
Yes, Mr. Malik.
Yes. I would like to do, yes, ma'am. I would like to, yes, if you think that's the right thing, I definitely agree, and I would like to do that. I just wanted to say one thing, that this house was trashed when I moved in. I have pictures from the day that I moved in, and I have pictures of now. I put thousands of dollars in this house. I fixed broken pipes. I fixed the bird infestation. I fixed the roof leaks. I fixed so much stuff in this house. I made a big flower bed out front. Everything to make this house livable, I did. I never asked him or called him one time to fix these issues. Toilets didn't work. Nothing worked in this house, basically. There was a bad spider infestation. And I have pictures of all of it from before, after. I have pictures of the yard, everything now. I would like to get a counsel or whatever you think I should do, Judge Washington, please.
He is lying.
All right, everyone. Is there someone from legal service that can speak with Mr. Malik?
Yes, Your Honor. Suit and attorney Caleb Turbush, please.
All right, thank you. We'll put you in a room with him.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. I'll pass this matter.
Can I speak, please?
No, we're passing this case right now, Ms. Smith. We'll recall it after he's
recall it.
So please stay on the line until the case is recalled, okay?
Okay, all right.
And please remute yourself. Did Miss Lovejoy going to a room with someone?
Okay, I'm going back to 6, right? Star 6?
Yes, star 6. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All he's telling you is all lies, hon.
All right, please. Star,
Township even came over there and got on him.
can you please star 6, ma'am, please? Or
It's on star 6.
yes, thank you. Harbor One Apartments versus Camille Buchanan, 21C, 1643 LT.
Judge, good afternoon. Robert Novak appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon again, Mr. Novak.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Ms. Buchanan.
Good afternoon.
All right. Last time everyone was here was July 14th. And ma'am, are you planning on seeking assistance with your rent?
I did start filling out the form. I will say that I've had a little bit of trouble every time I just go onto it. It says that its server's down. There's a lot of people on it, but I have filled out the majority of the form, and I had paid my rent for June.
You paid your rent, ma'am? Is that what you said?
Yes, ma'am. I still have a balance on there, and that will be paid before the 31st.
Mr. Novak.
Judge, I have a balance of $2,150 through the end of July. If Ms. Buchanan agrees to pay that plus the court costs by July 31st, I'll be happy to dismiss this case.
Mister, I did go and submit a money order for $1,200. It must.
When was that?
Yesterday.
Okay, once that clears, then it will be deducted. So there will be what? 1,200 less the 2,150 plus the court cost.
Yes, sir.
And you can pay that by July 31st?
Yes, sir.
Judge, let's get an early date in August. And Ms. Buchanan, if you pay that on or before July 31st, I'll dismiss it and we won't have to appear.
Oh.
Judge, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, yes, I can hear you
Okay.
now.
Miss Jackson, just mute your phone. Miss Buchanan, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear now. Yes, it went out. I'm so sorry, Mr.
That's
Novak.
okay. Can you pay that balance by July 31st? We'll give you a court date of August 4th, and then this case will be dismissed.
Yes, ma'am. And I will finish filling out the form for assistance.
Great. August 4th, 2021, and that will be at 2 p.m.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Washington, and thank you, Mr. Novak.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, Ms. Buchanan. Judge, I will see you at 3 o'clock.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gulfside Apartments versus Alonzo Jones Holly and Lillian LeBay, case number 21C, 1683.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Cheryl Lockoff on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon, Ms. Lockoff. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Is there a Alonzo Holly Jones or Lillian LeBay present? Please state your name.
Hi, Lillian LeBay is present.
LeBay, thank you. It's nice to meet you, ma'am. Today's day and time scheduled for landlord tenant matter to recover possession. They are indicating that you have threatened term. You threatened to assault another tenant in the parking lot. There was fighting in one of the units, and that there was busting out of the windows and of an automobile and throwing large pieces of asphalt, requiring the police to intervene. And so they're asking for an immediate order of eviction due to damage to the premises and threats of harms to other people.
Your Honor, I've recently, it was a domestic violence situation going on, and the other tenant is no longer staying here, so we haven't been having those issues.
Well, you're entitled to have a hearing on this matter. You can also have the assistance of an attorney. I don't know whether the legal services would be willing to take this matter or not, but I could put you in a room so you could speak to them and they could do an intake to see whether or not they would be willing to take this or refer this case out. Ms. Luckoff. I don't know if anything has changed based on what she's saying, but apparently they wrote on the proof of service that he's in jail and she has a PPO on him and she won't take it, and they left it on outside of the door, as you are aware. So,
Your Honor, I've been told that there are ongoing issues, so we would like to proceed.
thank you. All right.
Your Honor, I am moving out. I do not want to stay here. I don't see an issue of leaving.
All right. Do you want to go into a room with either an attorney that you can speak to that will give you some advice, or do you want to go in the room with the landlord's attorney, Ms. Luckoff? Ms. Luckoff may be able to work out a resolution with you, and you guys can come back and put that on the record. Is that what you'd like to do, Ms. Mabai?
Yes, can I please speak with Ms. Luckoff?
All right, thank you. We'll put you in a separate breakout room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'll pass this matter. You're done? All right. Lakeview versus Patricia Lewis, 21C0354.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Rachel Dornbush, Powell's Law on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good
afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm blessed. How are you?
The same. We're here because last time we were here on June 30th, the lease and the ledger were needed. But then it said it had been provided on June 23rd. So Kiera had been assigned to this. Ms. Lee, are you able to give us an update on this one, please?
I can actually update, Your Honor. Sorry, Ms. Lee, not to interrupt, but I'm happy to report, Your Honor, that we just emailed over to just the general email a proposed conditional dismissal signed by both myself and Ms. Lewis.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Absolutely. It just came in a few minutes ago, Your Honor. Otherwise, I would have tried to have it done before court today. So
thank you. All right. Ms. Lewis, do you understand what she's saying?
Yes, Your Honor. I got something from my community manager on the door about something I had to sign, and I talked with my worker Sarah that they are going to pay the back rent and stuff. So I'm pretty sure that that's what's going on.
All right, great. Did you see that document and you had a chance to look at it?
Yes, Your Honor. I signed it and dropped it back off at the office.
All right, great. Thank you. Then I will sign that conditional order of dismissal. In this case, will be dismissed. You're all set.
thank you, Your Honor.
I will hold this file up here until we get that in to the courtroom for my signature.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You too.
Yep. Sorry.
Miss Village Grove 18 LLC versus Jasmine Cooley 21C0685.
Your Honor. Plaintiff.
Hello, Ms. Wilburn again, and hello, Ms. Cooley. All right, today we're back here. The last time we were in court was on June 30th. We still had not been assigned. We're some 21 days later. Ms. Lee, are you able to give us an update?
Yes, Your Honor. This is under review. The tenant sent over the requested documents today, and they're in need of a new ledger and an updated W-9 from the landlord.
Ms. Wilburn.
Yes, Judge, I can confirm that was sent over this morning.
Thank you very much. August 11th, 2021 at 1 p.m. All right, ma'am, we'll see you then. Hopefully they will have moved forward and they have a worksheet and this case can be dismissed by them. Okay.
Is it August 11th?
Well, yes, I did. At 1:30. I'm actually going to make it at 1:30 p.m.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you.
Recalling the case of Bobby Smith versus Jacob Malik, 21C 1682. Is there someone from legal services present?
Yes, Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Malik. He would like an adjournment of a week or two to seek legal counsel, if possible.
We'll give him 1 week. Miss Bobby Smith. Could you hit *6, please? I think Bobby Smith just disappeared, so I don't see Bobby Smith on the line anymore. All right, we have 3 numbers in the waiting room. We're going to let those individuals in. It may get noisy in here once again. Hold on, please. Bobby Smith, that's on this line. Bobby Smith. All right, we're going to this matter again until Bobby Smith returns, or it's past the time for Bobby Smith's return. One on the line, Sandra Lovejoy. Sandra,
This is she. Can you hear me? My phone.
I can definitely hear you, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Miss Lovejoy.
Okay. All right. Now my phone dropped. Now you were going to put me somewhere else. Isn't that what you said?
It's not Miss Lovejoy. Miss Lovejoy. Oh no. I'm trying to get Miss Lovejoy. All right, she needs to leave her phone is not working. All right, somebody is actually making some scratching noise. 2637. 2637. Could you please tell us your first and last name?
Alexis Washington.
All right, Miss Alexis Washington. Please mute your phone. We can hear whatever you're doing in the background. I hope it's really clean.
Okay.
By the time you're done. Thank you. There's another phone number that ends in 8960. 8960. Could you tell us your first and last name?
Raphael Sorensen.
Raphael Sorensen. Hello, Mr. Sorensen. We will rename you. Please remute yourself until your case is called.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Huron Ridge Apartments versus Brian Holly, case number 21C 0892.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Bree Diether will be on behalf of Huron Ridge Apartments.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Toy Dennis on behalf of Brian Holly, standing in for Attorney of Record Lisa Maskill. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Ms. Dennis. So this case has been going on for a while. We were here back on June 23rd, and we were supposed to have a completed worksheet. Where are we on this?
We are done. We have agreed to a CLD, and we just need to get signatures and submit it to the court.
All right. When will that come over to the court?
As soon as you're able to sign it, Ms. Dennis, and get it back to me, I can email it right over to the court. So
today, Your Honor.
Today.
All right. So I'm going to hold this file up front so that I can sign the CLD before I leave the bench. How about that?
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Who are we putting more in our? I think we can go into a room. Is there someone who is able to speak with Ms. Lovejoy from Legal Services?
Yes, student attorney Corian McMillan.
Corian, all right. We're gonna put you into a breakout room with someone from Legal Services, okay, Ms. Lovejoy?
Yes, you got me back on the phone. Yeah, it's me. Hello?
Ma'am, can you hear the words that come out of my mouth?
Yes, you said you were going to transfer me to a room with legal services.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna do, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Mhm. It's not. Field Properties versus Kalia Scott Robinson, case number 21C0608.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Clea Scott Robinson. How are you?
I'm okay-ish.
Okay-ish.
Judge Jen Wilburn for the plaintiff.
Good afternoon again, Ms. Wilburn. Last time we were here was on June 30th. SOS was assigned. There was a caseworker. It was under review. And we're back here again on July 21st. Some 3 weeks later. Where are we, Ms. Lee?
Your Honor, the update that I got just says it is under review, so I do not have any further information on this.
Who's the caseworker on this case?
It's with Lashanda.
All right, this matter has been going on since March of this year. I'm gonna ask to have it expedited.
What does that mean?
That means we want them to pick up their pace on getting this case resolved.
Okay, thank you. So I have a quick question. So Bill actually sent somebody to my door yesterday pressing me about the rent. And I had told him that we had filled out forms and we had a hearing yesterday, but they kept pressing me about the rent. And because the moratorium is in place, can he necessarily do that? Because I'm working with them to get that paid. I feel like that's a violation or something. I don't know. It's loose information. Does that make sense?
I understand. So I don't know if you filed the proper documentation for the CDC moratorium. It says in here, the last information I had back in February 4th, you hadn't filed for the CDC, you hadn't filed a CDC declaration. So that's one
CDC declaration.
Yeah.
Okay, I can.
And that at this point
You broke up.
That at this point is set to expire on July 31st. We don't know if it will be extended any further. So, but they should know.
Okay.
They should know if so. Ms. Wilburn, if you guys are working with the HAWK program or Sierra or whatever, then I don't think you should be trying to press them for rent since they've already filed.
Understood, Judge.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna put this.
Okay, thank you. I was just curious.
I'm gonna put this over for 2 weeks to see where we are. August 4th, 2021. And
Was that August 4th, Your Honor?
yes, August 4th. And I'm gonna do that at 2:30 p.m.
Very good. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Red Chill Rentals versus Jesse Lee, 21C0928.
No, it was all over the place. And I'm mad I bullshitted the class. So
Good morning, good afternoon, Your Honor.
Who is that talking about? 1 second, please. Who's talking about bullshitting their class? All right. Red Chill Rentals LLC versus Jesse Lee, 21C0928. I apologize, Mr. Fantier.
Oh, you're fine. This is with Gustavo at SOS. He says he's been reaching out to Miss Lee because he needs a utility bill.
Okay. I sent a copy of my lease today. Good afternoon as well.
Good afternoon, Ms. Lee. So I think he's asking for a copy of your utility bill, not the lease.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a little confused because her lease expired, so he wanted the next lease. And I explained to him that there was no next lease. She's a month-to-month tenant under the same terms as that lease. So he said, okay, I don't need the lease, but I do need a utility bill.
All right.
Utilities are included in the rent.
Oh, I see. That's why you were sending the lease.
Yes.
But the DTE is not.
Yes. The DT is included.
Yes.
Mr. Fentera, I mean, you're the attorney. I think you would know whether it was
Can you
included.
give me? Can you pass this for a second? Let me call my client to just double check.
Yes. Okay. We're going to pass this, Mr. Lee, because the attorney does not believe that DT is included in that.
Okay.
All right. We'll pass it. I'll recall it as soon as he tells me it's ready to go. Well,
okay.
And I'm not in the middle of another case. Okay. All right. Thank you. McKinley Inc. Roundtree versus Clifton Davis, 21C0969.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Davis.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Parissa Gazari appearing for plaintiff. Your Honor, I have good news. I just emailed in the COD.
Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
Do you understand what that means, sir? You're all set. We'll sign that and this case will be dismissed. Congratulations, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
It's been tough, but thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right. If you could put that up there. I have a stack of cases I'm holding for these CODs to come in that you guys have been telling me you sent. McKinley Inc. Scooter versus Kayla Jackson, 21C1375.
Your Honor, for the record, Parissa Gazari appearing for plaintiff.
Ms. Jackson, you present?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? You just Kate today, huh?
I tried to put my whole name on there. I don't know what's going on with Zoom.
That's okay. I understand. K stands for Jackson some kind of way. So last time we were here, there was an app that was in with SOS. And that was back on June 16th. So it's been well over a month on this one, Miss Lee.
Your Honor, is this Kayla Jackson case?
Yes, it is. Kayla Jackson.
Your Honor, it is with SOS. It has not been assigned to a caseworker.
Okay. So, when was the application put in on this particular case, please?
Your Honor, the application was submitted on June 8th.
Okay, okay. I'm going to put this over, if there's no objection, I'll put this over to the August the 18th date to see where we are.
That's fine, Your Honor.
August 18th, 2021 at 1 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'm ready on the Jesse Lee matter if you are.
Thank you so much. I'll call that. Recalling Ratio Rentals LLC versus Jesse Lee, 21C0928.
And I was wrong. This client has a lot of different houses and apartments. In her case, the utilities are included with her rent. So I'm going to send Gustavo an email just as soon as we finish with this case, telling him that the utilities are included with her rent and that he should have everything he needs to process her application. And I would think an adjournment until August 4th might be appropriate.
That's only 2 weeks. You understand that?
Yeah, I know I'm being optimistic.
Yes, you are.
But hopefully telling him that he's got everything he needs will mean that we can get it done.
August 4th, 2021 at 2:30 p.m.
Okay.
All right, thank you. We'll see you then, Ms. Lee.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. Yes, you're all set, Ms. Lee.
Bye-bye.
Jackson, you're all set as well.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Did you get your date, ma'am?
No. What happened?
I'm wondering. I can't remember either. I understand, but I don't see it. It's not. Okay, wait. Okay, August 18th at 1 p.m.
Okay.
is when it got adjourned to. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. And then, what did you say? About just all right, Golf Site Apartments versus Alonzo Jones, Holly, and Lillian Mabay. Case number 21C, 1683. Ms. Lukoff?
Judge, she's in another court right now.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna pass this matter again. Huron Ridge Apartments versus Tanji James, case number 21C, 1273.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Bree D. Thurlby on behalf of Huron Ridge Apartments.
Good afternoon again. Is it pronounced Tanji? Ma'am, please unmute yourself and state your name.
Miss Tangi James.
Tanji James. Hello, Miss James.
Hello.
I think I said the same thing last time.
Yeah, I just like whatever.
All right, last time we were here on June 30th, the matter was under review. It's with SOS. Are there any updates, Ms. Lee?
Your Honor, they had a very odd situation going on with the worksheet on this case, so they're waiting on Mishta's response on that.
I don't know. It's been like 3 months, and I've had my paperwork in since day one. I don't know what is taking so long.
Ma'am, this is fast compared to in terms of what's been going on. So I just want to say that first of all. But secondly, Ms. Lee, are you able to disclose what the odd situation is or no?
I do not have that information.
All right, thank you.
My landlord had asked me, I believe last week, she said, she asked me what my court date was. And she said she emailed, I can't remember the lady's name who I'm working with. And she said that she had everything and everything was a go, but I don't even know what that means.
Okay. Do you have any insight, Ms. Lee, as to how long it might take for them to hear back from Mishta?
From Mishta, I do not have an answer to that. It usually takes about a week for them to get back to us.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Why don't we put this over for 2 weeks to try to figure out where we are? I can either do 2 or 3. It's completely up to the parties.
Your Honor, I do have a settlement conference scheduled in another matter at 2 o'clock on August 11th. So I'm not sure if it would be better if we try to shoot for 2 weeks and see where we are.
Okay. All right. Thank you. August 4th, 2021 at 2:30. We will see you then and see where we are. And it's possible that they will have worked that out and we have a worksheet and you don't need to be back, Tangi, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Huron Heights Apartments versus Alexis Washington, 21C 0889 LT.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Ms. Washington. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
Bree D. Thurlby again, Your Honor, on behalf of Huron Heights.
Hello again, Ms. Thurlby. This matter's back before the court After a June 23rd hearing, at that time, SOS had been assigned, but and it was assigned to a caseworker already. So, Ms. Lee, any updates?
Your Honor, it looks like the worksheets were sent over yesterday.
All right, Ms. Thurby, do you perchance have those worksheets?
I don't have the worksheets, Your Honor. They usually send them to the landlord, but I will follow up with them this afternoon.
Thank you.
Miss Lee, who is the caseworker in the event that my client didn't get the worksheets? Maybe I could just email them directly.
It is with Kira. Do you have her email address?
I'm not sure
I
that I do.
received the email from her.
Okay. I'm not sure that I do, Miss Lee. I don't know if you'd like to put it in the chat or.
I'll put it.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Washington, what did you say, ma'am?
I said I received an email from my caseworker yesterday.
All right, thank you. All right, so what's going on now is they're very close to having a conditional dismissal set up so that they have a payment plan and everything worked out. And what I'm going to do is give you an August the 11th date at 3 p.m. What?
3 p.m.
Yes, it's an EO. For entry of order. So, Ms. Thurby, hopefully you'll get that in before then and it won't interfere with your settlement conference.
I'm hoping, Your Honor.
All right.
I'm actually hoping my settlement conference won't happen either.
All right, thank you. All right, we'll see you August 11th. And if that dismissal is in, Ms. Washington, you don't have to be present, okay?
All right. How would I know if it's in?
You need to talk to your worker.
Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You guys have a blessed day. Thank you.
You too. Which case was that again? All right, I got it. Yep. Offsite Apartments versus Alonzo Jones Holly and Lillian Mabay, case number 21C 1683.
Again, for the record, Your Honor, Cheryl Luckoff on behalf of the plaintiff.
Hello, Ms. Luckoff. All right, Ms. Mabay, can you hear me? Is she even here? I'm letting her back in. Wait a minute. No, that's Nancy Mayo.
Your Honor, let me let the court know where we're at and what, no?
She's not present, so no.
Okay. You don't care where we're at. I got it.
No, that's not it.
I'm totally kidding. I understand.
I want to have expert communications.
Yes. Understood.
Ms. Mabay?
Yes, sorry, I got disconnected.
Thank you. All right, I've recalled the case, ma'am, okay?
Okay.
All right, now Ms. Luckoff, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have spoken to the defendant. She has indicated, as she did to the court, that she is going to vacate. I would ask the court, and this is a bit unusual, but my concern is timing issues. She's agreed to move. If we could enter a consent judgment, let me rephrase that. Have the parties sign a consent judgment that would not be entered unless she didn't move by the 28th. And the reason I want to do that, and also an immediate order of eviction, because if I do a conditional dismissal, I have to send it in for reinstatement and so forth, and it's more of a procedure. And because of the severity of the issues here, would the court be so inclined, and then if she vacated, I would never submit the consent judgment and we would just dismiss the case.
Is that what Ms. Mabay agreed to?
I believe so. I'm going to let her speak for herself.
Ms. Mabay, did you agree to enter into a consent judgment that would not be entered unless you failed to move?
Yes.
All right. The court will agree with the parties' agreement, and I will follow that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And so, Ms. Mabay, you understand that if you don't move by, what is the date?
The 28th, Your Honor. July 28th.
So if you don't vacate the premises by July 28th, 2021, that the consent judgment would be entered and it gives them an immediate right to evict you from the premises. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and that is what you wish to do?
Yes.
Did you explain the court rule to her?
You know, I did not go through MCR 4.201, Your Honor. I can do that right now if you would like me to.
Please do so.
Just to clarify for you, Ms. Jones, excuse me, Ms. Mabay, under MCR 4.201, you have to be notified because you do not have counsel that you have 3 business days to set aside this judgment. So the next 3 days, if you decide that this has been entered in error for some reason or you did not understand your rights, you have 3 days to come back and ask the court to set this aside. Now, it's not going to be entered, but you would still have the ability to disagree with what with the consent that you signed. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, ma'am. And just so we're clear, you can petition the court to set it aside. Doesn't mean that I will agree with you and set it aside, but you do have the right to petition. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, I will sign the documentation when it comes over. In order for this not to be lost in the shuffle, I'm going to put this over to my August 4th date, 2021 at 3 p.m. for entry of order, so that if you don't have the dismissal in by then, you need to come back and explain to me what's going on.
Okay. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. McKinley Inc. Aspen Chase versus Raphael Sorensen, case number 21C0775.
Your Honor, for the record, Parissa Gazari appearing for plaintiff.
All right. Mr. Sorensen, you there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. We were here back on June 30th. The case was still under review at that time. Ms. Lee, do you have an update?
Your Honor, this case is with SOS. The previous reviewer is no longer with SOS, so it got switched to a new reviewer. They said they will be prioritizing this case, so they just asked just a little more time to complete the worksheet.
Okay, I'm confused because it sounds like LaShonda is still there. That's who I was told was the worker back on June 9th.
Was this with LaShonda before?
Yes.
Yeah, this is now under review with Andrea. I'm gonna have to look back on the other LaShonda's case that was called earlier.
Oh, because you think it may not be LaShonda?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember which one that was anymore.
I do have, yes, the previous case also got transferred to Andrea. That was Kelaya Scott Robinson. So yes, this is with Andrea. They said they're gonna prioritize this.
Okay. No, that's not who I had on the LaShonda case. So can we do 2 weeks, you think, Miss Lee?
I think 2 weeks should be enough.
August 4th, 2011. 2011, wow. 2021. At 2:30 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay. Did you get that date, Mr. Sorensen?
I did indeed.
All right, thank you. Have a good day, sir.
You as well.
It's getting loud again. We're gonna have some people let in. All right. Last 4 digits of the phone number are 1670. Could you please tell us your first and last name? Last 4 digits are 1670 of the phone number. Please tell us your first and last name.
Bobby Smith.
All right, Miss Bobby Smith.
I was cut off.
Yeah, somehow or another you were cut off or lost.
Yes.
Bobby Smith versus Jacob Malik. Please tell me how you pronounce it. You are still muted.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Your Honor. It's Malik.
Malik. Okay, Mr. Malik.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
There was someone from Legal Services that was speaking on behalf of Mr. Malik.
Yes, it was Caleb. So I was asking for a 1 or 2 week adjournment because I believe I have some legal things on my side, and I would like to follow up with that and do everything I need to do. I just want to ask Your Honor if I don't want this man to come in my house or like take my things out and throw them in the grass or something. I'm just scared. I don't know the rules or the laws or anything. I'm asking for the 1 to 2 week adjournment so I can follow up for the legal advice, Your Honor.
Well, the rules are that no one is allowed to go into another individual's home until the judge has ordered that that can occur. I am not ordering that at this time. So there will be a time frame after any hearing if you were to lose, and I'm not saying you are going to lose, that you would have to remove your belongings from the premises before they would be allowed to have a sheriff come in and remove the property. So no individual can go in and remove anybody's property. It is against the law to do so. Having said that, I am not going to give you 2 weeks of an adjournment. I will give you 1 week to seek counsel. And when we come back here, we will have a hearing on this matter, at which time Bobby Smith will be able to explain the reason they believe that they are entitled to have the premises returned to them. And then I will make a ruling on this matter. So I will adjourn this matter until that time, which will be July 28th, 2021. And that will
Could I say something?
If it's about the premises, ma'am, and why you're entitled to get those back today, you're not entitled to. I'm adjourning it. So is there anything else you'd like to say? You can.
Other than he's been staying there for 3 months and hasn't paid any rent or anything. What am I supposed to do about all the money that he owes me there too? All I was doing just trying to get my property back.
As I just indicated, you'll be back here on July 28th at actually 3:30 p.m. and you can have a hearing, and at that time I will address those issues. Under the law, he's entitled to have an opportunity to speak with counsel, and I'm giving him that. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. There is no going over to the property and removing any property from the premises. Are we very clear about that?
I understand that. I know that.
Okay.
I haven't tried to move anything off the property without legal people.
All right.
I don't know where you got this from.
July 28th, 2021 at 3:30 p.m. I'll have a hearing at that date. And if you need counsel, you should seek that as well, Bobby Smith, okay?
July 28th, 3:30. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.
Goodbye.
All right. There's someone who is identified with the device of iPhone only. Could you please tell me your first and last name? Please unmute yourself and tell us your first and last name. Yes.
Serena Johnson.
Serena Johnson. Thank you, Ms. Johnson. We will rename you so that we know who you are. Please remute yourself until your case is called.
Okay.
Thank you. There is someone with the phone number that ends in 9364, 9364. Could you please tell us your first and last name? 9364. Are the last 4 digits of the phone number. Please unmute yourself and tell us your first and last name. Do you want to do those other 2 phone numbers while I'm doing this? Yeah. All right. right, there is a phone number that ends in 8587. 8587. Could you please tell us your first and last name?
Dundee Naylor?
Dundee Naylor. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Dundee Naylor, we will rename you. Please remute yourself till your case is called. We have a full waiting room.
Okay.
Full virtual courtroom, not waiting room. You're out of that. You're in the courtroom now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm waiting to see if Galaxy A02. All right, Galaxy A02S. Galaxy A02S. You've just been allowed into the virtual courtroom. Could you please tell us your first and last name?
Keisha Jordan.
Keisha Jordan. Thank you. We will rename you. Please remute your device until your case is called, please. We have a full waiting room.
Okay.
Thank you. One more time before I move on to calling cases. Last four digits of the phone number are 9364, 9364. Please unmute yourself and tell us your first and last name. All right, what about, do we know who Christina's phone is?
We don't.
Okay, Christina's iPhone. Could you please tell us your first and last name?
Christina Hall, Elmcrest Mobile Home Community Property Manager.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right. Country Meadows Apartment versus Serena Johnson, case number 21C 1325.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Mr. Landau, are you present with us today? Yes.
Your Honor, I think his chat says that he's in another courtroom. He'll be back in 15 minutes. So I think we should maybe call tomorrow.
That was way over 15 minutes ago that he said that.
Yeah, there's no time here, but yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I'm coming next. I'm coming next.
All right. All right. Village Grove, I'm sorry.
Forgive me. I'm not
Because we're passing that matter.
So should I mute again?
Yes, you should. I'm sorry, ma'am. We have to pass it until the attorney comes back.
Okay.
Yeah. Village Grove 18 LLC versus Maria Roberts, case number 21C 1653.
Judge Jen Wilburn for the plaintiff.
Hello, Ms. Wilburn. Ms. Roberts, how are you?
All right, and you?
I'm pretty good. All right, I have a letter in my file here, which don't know when it got here. Did you provide a copy of this documentation to opposing counsel, Ms. Roberts?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ms. Wilburn, do you have the letter on this case and the DTE bill attached to it?
I'm not seeing it.
Okay.
No, I do not.
When did you send that to them, Ms. Roberts?
This morning. This morning I sent it.
You put it in the mail?
No, I took it to the court.
No, my question was, did you provide it to the opposing attorney, to the attorney?
Yes. Here's the thing. I'm not understanding what you said.
My question is, did you give them a copy of this letter?
Bailiff, is it called a bailiff or something?
No, that's just the court, ma'am. That's a separate, the attorney doesn't work here at this court. The attorney for the opposing.
14B, I took the 14B.
That's
District
court. That's me. That's the judge. I'm asking if you gave it to the attorney for Village Grove.
No, I gave it to the man. The man said he was going to take it at the door. And he said he was going to give it to you. He was going to give it to the judge.
Right, but you can't just give something to the court. You have to also serve the opposing party.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Because last time I had sent something to the judge and he gave it to you. Well, he gave it to Nelson.
Nelson's the magistrate. I'm the judge.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yes.
All right. Is this a failure to pay case?
Yeah. Is there any,
Yes, it is, Judge.
can I say something?
Yes, you may, ma'am.
I moved in my apartments like in December, and I paid to the wrong address for 4 months. And I called DTE, and they made the right account. They gave me the right account to my right address, and I paid $400. And then like the same month, the rental office said I owe $400 more. So SOS helped me pay that. And they think it's fraud going on because I have my own bill now. I sent you a bill and I sent you a letter. I've been paying my own bill for like 5 months now. And they say they think it's fraud and they think it's a scam going on. My point is, if I pay this $400, it wouldn't be a problem. But how many times I pay $400 when they just coming up with money I owe out of nowhere? It's their word against mine. It's their word against mine. I have my own bill. I sent you my bill. I have a copy of my bill that I'm getting for 5 months straight. And it's just, when they say I owe $400, I have to pay $400. Like here and there, I'm not rich. It's like I'm just paying, I paid the $400. Then SOS turned around and paid $400 more. And now they say I owe $400 again. It's like every time they say I owe something, I'm supposed to pay it. And then they sending me eviction notes and they sending me things on my door. It's like, I pay my bills. I pay my bill every month on time, on the 1st. It's like, it's a scam. They said they think it's fraud going on and they're going to send me a credit or a check because I've been paying it. I call DTE, they say, oh no. They say there's no bill in your name but the one you get into my house. The one I'm paying every month for 5 months. So they think it's a scam and fraud going on. Because this bill is coming out of nowhere. This bill comes from out of nowhere. They have no proof of this bill. I just got to pay the $400 every time they say I got to pay it.
All right, ma'am. Ms. Wilbur, what is the balance that you're claiming is owed as to this?
Judge, right now for Ms. Roberts, it is $401.89, court costs of $162 for a total of $563.89. And I do have a representative from the property here who I believe, if Your Honor would like any additional information, could speak to that bill issue.
All right, well, here's one of my concerns that I have. I have this ledger here. This ledger is not legible in that the print is less than, I don't even know if this is 4-point. I can't read this. I'm not sure who could. I'm too old to read it. So I need a ledger that's legible for me, first of all.
Absolutely, I can get that over to the court.
And I know you don't have this, so I'm going to read it to you so you can, I don't want to have ex-parte communications, but I'm going to read what pretty much says what she just said. I just want to start off by saying when I moved in my apartment, I gave DTA the wrong address and I paid the bill for 4 months straight, which was $400. And the rental office said I have to pay another $400, so SOS paid that $400. And I called DTE again and they sent me the right bill. They straightened everything out. The bill I made copies of for you, Your Honor, is my bill. I've been paying it for 4 to 5 months. I called Hawk and they said they have no problem with paying it, but the bill doesn't exist. DTE thinks it's fraud or a scam. DTE said they're going to send me some credit towards my bill if I have to pay this $401.92. I have no problem with it because I need my apartment, but the rental office can't keep making up a bill and say I have to pay it. It's their word against mine. And she's provided with me account number, and I'll give you that account number, 92002650184. And it's in her name for that. It appears for this apartment. So yes, I'd like to hear from somebody about this.
Okay. Jesse, are you able to unmute and speak to the bill?
Yes. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
So the clause 7 of the lease says that tenants are to put DTE for gas and electric in their name. That gas is for cooking gas only. That's how it's metered. I have the bills for the other gas, which is through the hot water tank that powers that, and then also for the boiler system that powers the heat in their home. So I've got the bills to back that up. That's broken down by building and square footage and charged to the tenant.
All right, we've had this issue before.
Yeah.
So first of all, I can't make any decisions today without a ledger that I can review, because that's what I'm going to need to do on this case. Ma'am, do you understand what they're saying about why you still owe the monies?
Evidently is another bill.
Well, what
Is
they're
it
saying, and this is
another
what
bill?
this is the way your lease works. So I need both the lease as well as let me see if I have the lease here.
Your Honor, is another bill?
One
It's a-
second. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, I need a lease that's in a font size that is legible also.
Absolutely, Judge.
Okay. And so what they're saying is that there are two. So one is the DTE that's in your name, and that's supposed to be for everything that's not going through the water tank at the building. And what else was it going through, Mr. Caruso?
So it's basically two boiler systems. One is to heat the hot water that comes out of the faucet. The other is to heat the hot water that runs through the pipes that heat the home and radiate heat registers on the walls.
Okay. All right. So those are two separate bills, and that's why you're getting two separate bills from them. You have your own DTE, and then you also have the separate system that they bill you for, is what they say your lease says. Okay. And so I can't make a determination as to what that amount is or what's owed without having the ledger that I can read. Okay. And so they're going to send that over to me, and along with the lease, so that I can make a determination as to this particular amount that is.
Okay.
I've just sent the lease and the ledger over to Jen, and she can forward them to the court.
Okay.
Can I ask one question, not to cut you off, Your Honor? I've been here 9 months. I haven't heard anything about this. And if I do have a bill, I would like the account number and the information. It's like I can't just make up a bill to pay it.
That's not how that works.
I don't know what's what to pay. Huh?
That's not how it works. This is a system that they have set up that is a combined system for I don't know if it's units in the building or how it works, but then they divide those units up. It's the common area type of a building.
I can provide I'll send it to Jen, a copy of one of our bills that would show like the account proof that it exists. I can also send the utility sheet that we include in the move-in packet that actually explains that Ms. Roberts received at move-in.
This is my first thing about it.
So it's not in your name. It's in the company's name, and they divide it up based on the number of units and the square footage. So it's a separate way that they bill.
Okay, well, I don't know anything about it, so I would like to know about it. I don't have no problem with paying it. I just never heard about it. I've been here 9 months. I haven't heard anything about this. It's just been building up, and nobody told me nothing.
All right. Well, I think they've been trying to explain it, but there's been a breakdown in the communication, because you're telling me about this from the very beginning. You're saying that they were asking you for money. So it's that same process that's come back again. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to get the ledger. I'm not going to do all that today, but I'll get the ledger. And when I come back, I'll review this for you so that we can have a better understanding. Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Next week, where are we at? Let's go. All right. So where are we at on August 4th? Well, I want to do it before the month ends so we can get this dismissed. On July 20th. Correct. Okay. All right. Because I don't want this to carry over for another month, because I know that there are repercussions with that. I want to try to get this dealt with next week on July 28th. Or, actually, my 23rd went away, right? Let's put another one there.
This Friday?
Yeah. Can you all be here on this Friday at 3 p.m.?
Friday.
Yeah.
Friday at 3 p.m. Is there any way I can make payments towards this? Because $600 is a little steep. I'm low income. I only make $800 a month.
Be quiet. Can we go in a breakout room?
Yes. I'll put you in a breakout room. You want to go in the breakout room to talk to them about making these payments, ma'am?
Yeah, Bill.
All right. Thank you. All right.
That's my manager. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, I need to take a brief break. 1 second, please. Call will call the case of Nancy Mayo versus Paul Sablack, case number 21C1598.
Present, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Ms. Mayo. I have received your judgment and I have signed it. I've modified it to add that the order for eviction can be entered after July 24th, 2021, pursuant to the agreement that was placed on the record on July 14th. I mean, pursuant to the statement or ruling that was placed on the record on July 14th. Okay.
I I do have a question. So he did come on Saturday, but there are still quite a few things that he left behind, as well as some damaged property. I'm wondering if I'm able to remove those things or if I need to wait until the 24th. Like, does he still have the ability?
You have to wait until after the 24th, ma'am, before you can get a sheriff out to remove anything.
Okay, understood.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I see it. Country Meadows Apartments versus Serena Johnson, 21C, 1325.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Mark Lando on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello again, Ms. Johnson.
Hi.
All right. You appeared last time on June 30th. Your license had been lost at that time and you were applying for the Sarah?
Yes, and I actually did apply.
Okay. Miss Lee?
Yes, Your Honor. I do see their application in the system. It was submitted today, and we will need the landlord application to be submitted.
All right. Ms. Johnson, why did it take so long to get this submitted, ma'am?
Because it took me that long to get my ID back.
Okay. All right. Any response, Mr. Landau?
Just that I'm pleased to hear that Ms. Johnson has submitted her application, and we will submit our application right away, and happy to adjourn the matter.
All right, 30-day scale stay to August 8th, August 25th, 2021, and that will be at 1 p.m.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day. Arbor One Apartments versus Jamaica Williams, case number 21C0596.
Judge, good afternoon again. Robert, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon. I'm hoping that someone has some good information for me on this case.
Judge, I thought I had a conditional dismissal prepared and I had permission from Ms. Williams to sign. When I looked at my notes, it's Nether Williams. So, Ms. Williams, are you there?
Yes.
All right, this is the amount that, according to the worksheet, you're going to pay $5,171 in back rent, $2,547 in future rent, $350 in late fees, $150 in court costs, and $200 in water bill. And
All
your
right.
rent through the end of July is $6,600 plus $150 in court costs, $6,750.
To know that,
Yes.
this process is not going to work. You have to give her an opportunity to be able to write down some stuff. So,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Williams, do you have an email address?
Yes.
Could you give it to me and I will email it to you?
all right, what I'm going to do is put you two in a breakout room and then you guys can figure all this out. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to pass this matter. Lake Point Trafalgar versus Dundee Naylor, 21C1081.
Good afternoon, Carolyn Cohen, P49391, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Hello, Ms. Cohen.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, Mr. Naylor. Was that a hello, Ms. Cohen? I didn't hear it. Ma'am,
I'm sorry.
did you speak back?
I have said I gave my appearance for the record.
Mhm. All right. So last time we were here on July 7th, 2021, we adjourned this for EO. What's the status?
Well, I still haven't gotten any information. I mean, I was told on June 23rd I'd have a worksheet by the next Monday, and then we were here on the 7th, and now it's the 21st.
Your Honor, my understanding is that the worksheets were sent out yesterday. Did you receive that, Ms.?
No, that's why I reached out to you yesterday and asked, and I reached out to you and I don't know if this is who Isaac, I think.
Yes.
And I got no response.
Me too.
I did go over the worksheets and gave an approval to him to send the worksheets out. I will double check with Isaac. I think he's away from his desk at the moment. He hasn't seen my message yet, but I will have him send it to you right away.
Okay.
August 4th, 2021 at 3 p.m. for EO. All right, Mr. Naylor, you need to be back here on August 4th at 3 p.m. Okay, sir?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Thank
You too.
Turn that off.
All right, are we ready to recall the Roberts matter?
Yes, we are, Judge.
All right. Village Grove 18 versus Maria Roberts, 21C 1653.
Hello.
Again, Jen Wilburn for the plaintiff.
Hello, Jen Roberts. All right, so were we able to work out anything in the room?
We were, Judge. We actually have a conditional dismissal for you. There is currently rent of $401.89, court costs of $162 for a total of $563.89. We have a payment plan in place. There is $200 to be paid with August rent as it comes due, $200 to be paid with September rent as it comes due, and $163.89 to be paid with October rent as it comes due. I did go over Ms. Roberts' rights under MCR 4.201I with her, and I did ask if I would have her permission to sign this conditional dismissal, and I did get an email address from her to copy her when I send that to the court.
All right, are you sending that under a 7-day order?
I was just going to email it today, but if Your Honor would prefer me to send it under the 7-day rule, I can do that.
Well, let me find out from her, ask her some questions before I make that decision. Ms. Roberts, do you understand everything that's happening today? You're
Yes,
going to pay the total of $563.89, which is the 401.89 from the utility bills plus 162 in court costs. You understand that? And that's what you're agreeing to do. And they've gone over the court rule with you that says that you have 3 days to petition this court to set this aside, and the court will decide whether there's good cause to do so. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you are okay with that, then you've given them permission to sign with the payment plan of $200 in August, $200 in September, and then $163 in October. And that's to be paid with your rent each month. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what you're gonna do?
Yes, ma'am.
You're satisfied with this, ma'am?
Yes, I'm satisfied with it.
Okay, and so you've given them permission to sign a conditional dismissal with those particular agreements in place?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then I'll allow them to submit that and I will sign it when it is received.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
You're gonna CC her in an email so she has a copy, correct?
That's correct.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, he wants me to call. Okay. Here you go. Brookwood Apartments versus Keisha Jordan, 21C 1627.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. David Fantera on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon again, Mr. Fantera.
Ms. Jordan has applied for SARA funds, and we just had the first hearing last week, so I would think a 30-day stay would be appropriate in this case.
All right, Ms. Jordan, do you understand? Where are you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, there you've applied for SARA, so I'm going to adjourn this for 30 days for them to get your application processed, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, August 18th.
30 days as of, okay.
August 18th, I'm sorry, wrong. August 25th, 2021. And that will be at 1 p.m.
Okay.
Okay. So come back then, we'll figure out where.
Yes, ma'am.
Case on August 25th. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
August 25th. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Village Grove 18 LLC versus Latasha Williams, 21C 1647.
Jen Milburn for the plaintiff.
Okay, Latasha Williams, are you present? Please state your name.
Yes, I'm present. I'm Latasha Williams.
Thank you so much. All right. So last time, my understanding is you filed a SIRA application, Ms. Williams?
Yes.
And last time you didn't show for court. I'm glad you're here today.
Yeah, I was at work and I have to go back
You
to work.
understand that you can get a judgment if you don't show up for court, right? And then they
Yeah.
kick you out. All right.
Yeah,
So,
I was waiting for a while. Sorry about that.
yeah, it's a process. We have a ton of cases.
Yeah.
All right. So the application is in place, Ms. Wilburn, which means that she's entitled to a 30-day stay. I'm going to grant that 30-day stay and bring you back here on August 25th.
Very good.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you. August 25th at 1 p.m.
Okay.
Thank you.
August.
All right. Thank you. All right. What was going on with Miss Jamaica Williams? Oh, he went in to talk to her. I remember now.
Judge, actually, Ms. Williams and I have spoken. We have an agreement, and she's authorized me to sign her name to the conditional dismissal.
All right. Thank you. So that will be submitted to the court today, Mr. Novak?
It will be submitted later this afternoon, if not first thing tomorrow morning, Judge.
All right. Thank you. So with that statement, then I have to give you a new date to come back. I'm going to give you a date to come back here by August 4th, 2021 at 1 p.m. COD is forthcoming.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
So, Ms. Williams, if that order is in, then you don't need to be back here. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Great. Thank you. Have a good day.
Good luck to you.
You too.
Judge?
Yes, Mr.
I have Arbor 1 versus Henry Burrell. In the chat room, I indicated that I'm going to be dismissing that case.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if you saw that or not.
I saw it in the chat room, but I think I still have to call it.
Well, we don't have him yet, and he called it. It's not saying that he
Okay.
All right. So he's still trying to come in. So let me see if he's one of these phone numbers that we have.
Okay.
There's two.
Well, no, yeah, but.
Hello?
Oh, hello, person who just entered the courtroom and started saying hello. 9631. Please tell us your first and last name.
Henry Burrell.
Hello, Mr. Burrell.
How you doing?
I'm okay. Arbor 1 Apartments versus Henry Burrell, 21C 1645.
Judge, again, Robert Novak appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Novak, it's my understanding you're going to be dismissing this matter?
That is correct, Judge. I got a phone call this afternoon from my client. They're going to work with Mr. Burrell on a deal outside of court, so we'll be submitting the dismissal.
All right, thank you. Will you have that today?
If not this afternoon, then first thing tomorrow morning.
All right, with those statements, then what I have to do is give you August
4th,
2021 at 3 p.m. for EO.
I will get it in first thing tomorrow morning at the latest. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you very much. You're all set.
I have one more, I believe.
Sir,
You're all set, Mr. Burrell. Your case is going to be dismissed. You're able to go, sir.
I understand.
Thank you. You need help getting out, Mr. Burrell? All right. Bye-bye, Mr. Burrell.
Are you gonna just
Hello?
I can't deal with that. Sir, with the LG Aristo 2, could you please tell us your first and last name?
Yes, Nelson Bond Jr.
Nelson Vaughn Jr. All right,
Bond,
sir.
Bond with the
Bond
B.
with the B?
Yes.
All right, hold on, please, sir.
I'm sorry for coming in late. I need a new phone desperately, and it cuts on and off sometimes and had difficulty.
As
Just
far as I know, you're okay. So give me one moment to try to find that file.
thank you. I apologize.
The attorney for this matter has stepped out of the room, but we'll be back shortly. Okay, so you need to just hold tight, Mr. Nelson Bond. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Stone, we're trying to find your file. Do you have a case number, ma'am?
She's still connected.
No, she's not.
That's what it says.
I thought you said Christina Stone.
No, Summerstone.
Oh, okay. Miss Summerstone? Who are you talking about? Mr. Bond, please mute your device until your case is called.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't quite hear you.
Can you mute your device? Put it on mute until the case is called.
Okay.
All right, call the case of Greenbrier Estates, MHP versus Natasha Esper, case number 21C0971.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Rachel Dornbush, Pellets Law, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon again, Ms. Dornbush.
Good afternoon, Judge. Your Honor, I do believe that there's still a pending Sarah application. Maybe Ms. Lee can provide an update. I think the last note was that it was assigned to SOS, but no caseworker yet. That was my note from the previous.
On June 30th, it was under review and the caseworker was Kiera with SOS.
I apologize, Judge. I think I'm looking at some old notes then. My apologies.
Your Honor, this case is still under review. They are waiting on utility information from the tenant.
And the tenant is not present. I'm noting in here that the defendant failed to appear. Can you please send a note to the worker to let the worker know that the tenant should be advised if the tenant continues to fail to appear, they can still get a judgment against them?
Yes, I will do that, Your Honor.
Because the tenant is not here and the holdup seems to be information from the tenant. We're going to set this matter over for the, how many do we have on August 4? I'm sorry. I'm going to set this over for our August 4th date. And I'll do that at 2 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. I think that resolves my matters today, Judge. Have a nice afternoon.
Nice afternoon.
Is not here, you said. Right?
Is there anyone here from Mr. Katz's office?
We're on court right now. You need to get on your phone.
Miss Stone, please remute yourself.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Anyone here from Sydney Katz's office? Thank you. That needs to go last. Okay. Wow. McKinley Inc. Aspen Chase versus Kiata Patterson, case number 21C0133.
Your Honor, for the record, Carissa Gazzari appearing on behalf of plaintiff.
All right, this is the Kiata Patterson matter. Ms. Lee, the last time we were here was on June 30th. At that time, the defendant had failed to appear, but the matter was under review. It's with Gustavo, I guess, at SOS.
Yes, Your Honor, it is still under review. They are in need of new ledger from the landlord.
I'm happy to forward that, Your Honor. I feel like this, am I wrong? It seems like this defendant hasn't been here a few times.
He was not here the last time. Yeah, he's been here until then, though. That was the first time he had not appeared, but this is the second time non-appearance. Is there anything you're requesting as a result of that?
Your Honor, I mean, I think that my client wants this to move forward in terms of the Sarah funding, excuse me, but I'm concerned that he is not appearing. I'm happy to provide the updated ledger. I just request if he doesn't appear, excuse me, at the next hearing that I be able to get a default.
I understand. When will you be able to provide the ledger, Ms. Kazari?
I can do that today. Who do I need to provide it to, Ms. Lee?
Gustavo?
Yes.
I don't think I have.
I'll send this email through the chat.
Thank you.
All right, I will, do you want 2 or 3 weeks in light of his non-appearance, Ms. Kazari?
2 weeks, please, Your Honor.
Thank you. August 4th, 2021 at 2:30 p.m.
Thank you.
I did write a note regarding your request for the default at the next hearing.
Thank you.
You should be advised that if he's not here, he will be defaulted. McKinley Inc. Aspen Chase versus Kantaria Mitchell, case number 21C0135.
Your Honor, for the record, Paressa Gazari appearing for plaintiff.
Thank you. Last time we were here was again June 30th, and this was assigned to Tierra Brooks at that time with SOS. Ms. Lee, do you have any update for this?
The update that I got says it is still under review.
All right. Defendant failed to appear. What is your pleasure today, Ms. Kazari?
Your Honor, I think similar to the other one, if we can adjourn this 2 weeks and see if Mr. Mitchell appears.
August 4th, 2021 at 1:30 p.m. I'm sorry, 2 o'clock p.m.
Thank you.
I don't have a note that he didn't appear last time. This is my first note of non-appearance.
Okay.
In this case. Harbor One Apartments versus Susan Warner, case number 21. I think that's it for you, Ms. Kazari. Did we miss anything?
Your Honor, I still have that Lovejoy matter.
Right. Let me see.
I don't think she ever came back.
He called a number of times. McKinley Inc. Aspen Chase versus Sandra Lovejoy. So Ms. Lovejoy did call a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
I think she's having some difficulties. She was trying to be connected with legal services, I believe. We put her into a breakout room, but it didn't work out. So I'm not positive what happened, what I'm going to do. Is anyone from legal services able to indicate whether or not they had the opportunity to connect?
Unfortunately not, Your Honor. We don't have contact information for her either.
Okay.
Your Honor, I would just state for the record that Ms. Lovejoy indicated that on the record that Aspen Chase was holding her mail, and I did contact my client and they do not have any of her mail.
Okay, I am not going to comment on that. She's not here and I don't have ex-party communications, but what I will do is, much just to my dismay, put it over for 1 week if that is what you desire, Ms. Kazari.
Your Honor, to the extent that I'm not going to get a judgment today, then 1 week is preferred.
You are not going to get a judgment today. So that the record is clear and you are not agreeing to an adjournment. Yeah, I am denying your request for a judgment, and I will adjourn this 1 week, or 2 weeks is what your options were.
1 week, please, Your Honor. Thank you.
Adjourned to July 28th, 2021. And because I think this is likely to be a hearing, I'm going to put it at 3:30 p.m.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Harbor Circle Apartments versus Michael Broaden. No, that's not what I want to call. Past that. Sorry. Jomar Realty versus Nelson Bond and Gladys Bond, case number 21C1099 LT.
Your Honor, David Fantera on behalf of Jomar Realty. I have been in touch with the caseworker who is Richard Hawk, and is close to having a worksheet done, but does not have it done yet. So I would think a 2-week adjournment. And I know we put it on, it's on your 3 o'clock docket for entry of order from 2 weeks ago, but I know that there were some issues at Hawk, and so I think he's working to get caught up. So I'm hopeful that by the 4th we'll have it done.
All right. Adjourned to August 4th, 2021. And by that done, do you mean the whole EO or just the worksheet?
No, if he gets me a worksheet, you'll have a conditional dismissal.
All right.
So I'm expecting the whole thing done.
3 p.m. for entry of order again. All right, Mr. Bond, how are you?
Pretty good in yourself, Your Honor.
I'm good. So apparently there were some glitches at Hawk this past week, and so the worksheet didn't get done and the entry of order didn't get done. So we'll put it over for 1 more week. Okay? I mean,
Thank
2
you.
more weeks. I'm sorry, August 4th. All right, and if it's in, you don't have to be here, okay, sir?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Great. Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
You do the same.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And was this Novak? No. Okay. Novak had 1. What's his name? I thought he had one more case. All right, anyway. Arbor One Apartments versus Susan Warner, case number 21C 1642. Arbor One versus Susan Warner, 21C 1642.
Judge, good afternoon. Robert Novak appearing on behalf of the plaintiff. Ms. Warner has failed to appear. This is the second hearing. If I may be sworn in.
You may be. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Is that a yes?
I do, Judge.
Thank you.
The second hearing, Ms. Warner has failed to appear for both. Yes. Both hearings, we would ask the court for a default judgment for possession. The total redemptive amount, including 197 in court cost, is $1,243.22. I have the writ date being August.
Mr. Novak, for whatever reason, you are breaking up and we have a delay. While that is happening, I'm going to ask Ms. Lee if she's in the system for the application. I can't make out a word you're saying now. You're just a robot, unfortunately. Ms. Lee, are you able to hear me, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you see anything for Susan Warner?
No, I do not see them in the system.
All right. Mr. Novak, I see you've taken your video down, which may help us to be able to communicate better. Can you hear me, sir? Mr. Novak? Mr. Novak. All right, anyone pass this matter? Swan Creek versus James Williams, case number 21C 1104.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Mark Landau on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, Mr. Landau, we're here on your application in order for eviction, which was one that was no
Proceed
written
forward
about.
on a judge. We're dismissing it.
Ooh, yay! Sometimes it works out.
I've submitted the
Judge.
dismissal to clerks this
Did that help?
afternoon.
Oh my God, Judge, are you there?
Did you submit this dismissal already, Mr. Landau?
I submitted it this afternoon, about a half an hour ago. Mr. Williams is paid in full.
Thank you. Right, I don't have that, but thank you, sir. I think that's your only one.
I do have one more, Judge. It is Mary Williams at 3 o'clock.
Okay. like you may have submitted something on that already.
I did. Oh, I guess maybe this was just a control date then. Okay. Then we are done.
It reflects their EOs. Okay. All right. Thank you. Entry of orders. That's what I try to do, so I know.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Judge, thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too. All right. Who was here? All right, Mr. Novak, is he back? Lakeview versus Patricia Lewis, 21C0354. Ms. Wilburn? No, is that Wilburn? All right, who's Pallets? Who's here for Matthew Pallets?
That was Rachel Dornbush.
Okay.
Your Honor, I believe you called this case already. I have a note saying that the COD
Hold
was.
on 1 second, please. Huron Heights Apartments versus Cassandra Banks, 21C0611.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Bree D. Thirlby on behalf of Huron Heights Apartments.
Good afternoon. Goes up there, waiting for the order to come over. Last time we were here was on June 23rd. Oh, there was some question as to whether or not she was still in this particular unit. Do we have any update on this matter?
I don't have any information on this matter, Your Honor. I did speak with Ms. Banks in a breakout room, and she had mentioned to me that she intended on staying in the unit, but at this point, I'm not sure
All right.
what has happened. I haven't been informed that she's left, so I'm going to assume that she is still in the unit.
All right. Ms. Lee, do you have any update for us on this? This is Cassandra Banks, B-A-N-K-S.
Your Honor, we do have all the documents we need. The caseworker is still reviewing the paperwork.
Who's the caseworker, please?
It is with Ricky.
I'm sorry, Ms. Lee, who did you say it was?
It's with Ricky, Richard Bethella.
Okay. And could you put his email in the chat? Thank you.
All right, Ms. Thurlby, what would you like to do on this?
Well, Your Honor, obviously my client has an interest in having this paid. I think she is still there. If we want to set it over for 2 weeks and see where we are, hopefully she will appear next time and we can figure out the logistics.
August 4th, 2021 at 2:30 p.m.
Thank you.
Thank you. Huron Ridge Apartments versus Stephen Gibson, case number 21C0617.
Bree D. Thirlby on behalf of Huron Ridge Apartments again, Your Honor. This one we just seem to have trouble pushing through. I don't know what the issues are. I have been in communication with Tia Brooks at SOS. On Monday, she told me that she was working on the Sarah worksheet and it ended up not coming out right. She sent it to Mishta for them to review and she's waiting to hear back from them. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if we have an idea of when we might hear back.
So it had been adjourned from June 2nd to June 23rd to July 7th, all for EOs. There was some issue which was precluding the assistance, but that got fixed and now we're back here again.
Yes.
Ms. Lee, any update?
That's also the update that I got from SOS. They said the worksheet was showing weird calculations, so they are waiting on response from Ishta.
I'll put it over to the August 4th date. Ms.
Okay.
Griffin.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do this at 2:30 because it seems like the EO is just not working out on this.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Did we call Kintaria Mitchell? I felt like we called that case.
We adjourned it before.
Okay.
We also called Kia Patterson.
All right. We have some people who are in the waiting room who I'm gonna let in so I can let them know what happened. All right, Kintaria Mitchell. Kintaria Mitchell.
Yes.
Your matter was called and it was adjourned.
I was having difficulties with my power because last night it was like a terrible rain and everybody power went out and mine just now started to come back on.
August 4th.
It's adjourned to August 4th at 2:30 to see if you appear. I guess you've appeared today.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I should have called. I couldn't.
I no longer have the file. You need to be present next time. I think that this is the case where they were seeking to get a default if you failed to appear next time. So you need to be here on August 4th at 2:30. Okay?
Okay, and this is for what? Sorry.
For your failure to pay rent.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Kenyatta Patterson. Okay.
Bad connection.
Kenyatta Patterson. When is that one for? Mr. Patterson? Hello? Okay.
I can hear you, Judge. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, sir. Your case has been adjourned already to August 4th at 2:30 p.m. So please be back here at that time.
August the 4th at 2:30?
Correct, and you need to be present or a judgment could enter against you for failure to pay your rent. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. I will be there. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, Mr. Novak. You are still there. I don't know where you drove
One
to.
more time, Judge.
I don't know where you drove to, but it's a bad area.
You there, Judge?
You need to stop your video. Let's try that. Mr.
Still?
Novak. All right, keep talking.
How's that, Judge? Judge, you had called the case.
I remember.
Ann Arbor 1 versus Susan Warner. We were going to enter a default judgment against her for possession only. The total redemptive amount is $1,243.22, and I have the writ date being August the 2nd.
All right, let me call the case again. Arbor 1
I'm sorry.
versus Susan Warner, 21C, 1642. $1,243.28.
22 cents, Judge.
2 cents. Default to enter. No writ without hearing anyway, so I don't know what date you're saying. Granted. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Novak. Bye-bye. No, let me say. Thomas Champion versus Takaya Jackson, case number 21C0567. You're muted, Mr. Fantier.
I should know that by now. Good afternoon, Your Honor. David Fantier on behalf of Thomas Champion. This is another one that's with Richard at Hawk.
August the 2nd. Good day.
I know that he was hoping to have it done today, but it's not. So I would ask for a 2-week adjournment, and I'm sure that I'm fairly confident we'll have it done by then.
So you changed the word from sure to fairly confident. I like that.
I just remember we're being recorded, so I don't want those words.
The defendant failed to appear again, just so we're clear on that one. I've written this down 3 times in a row now. August 4th, 2021 at 3 p.m. Red Shield Rentals versus Herman Simmons, 21C, 1136.
Your Honor, I received an email from Emily at SOS today, saying that the case had just recently been assigned to her, asking for an updated ledger, which I sent over. So I would think a 3-week adjournment on this would be appropriate.
Thank you. August 11th, 2021 at 2 o'clock p.m. Jomar Realty versus Brianna Rowland, case number 21C 1358, 1350.
I believe this is the first hearing after the 30-day SCAO stay.
That is correct.
And I checked with Ms. Lee on Monday. It's an SOS case that has not yet been assigned. And if that's still the case, I would say that we should adjourn until the 18th of August.
Thank you. Ms. Lee?
It hasn't been assigned yet, Your Honor.
August 18th, 2021 at 1 p.m. I am noting that the defendant failed to appear.
Yeah, Your Honor, I think we still got that problem with, I mean, even one of my cases earlier, Miss Jordan, who applied for Sarah, sent an email to my client saying, oh, I applied for Sarah, do I still have to appear? And I said, yes, but we got an awful lot of people who are applying for Sarah who are just not showing for hearings.
That is correct. And it's a problem. The Ranches of Roseboro versus Lisa Robinson, case number 21C 1611.
Your Honor, this is the second time Ms. Robinson has not appeared. May I be sworn, please?
Yes, you may. While we're doing that, Ms. Lee, please check as to whether or not Ms. Robinson has actually filed for Sarah. Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. All right, sir.
It's not in the system, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
It's not in the system, Your Honor.
Your Honor, in this case, there's rent owing in the amount of $636, court costs of $164 for a total amount owing of $800. We'd ask for a judgment for possession with a writ after 10 days if that amount remains unpaid. And I put under line 10, no writ without a hearing.
Default and correct, no writ without hearing. Ranches of Roseboro versus Keely Salas, case number 21C 1613 LT.
In this case, there's rent owing in the amount of $1,600, court costs of $164 for a total amount owing of $1,764. We'd ask for a judgment for possession with a writ after 10 days if that amount remains unpaid.
Granted, as to both. Oh, well, 1 second. Has that person applied? Thank you. Lakeshore Apartments versus Nicole Spite, case number 21C 1614 LT.
In this case, there's rent owing in the amount of $1,537.69, court costs of $162 for a total of $1,699.69. We'd ask for a judgment for possession with a writ after 10 days if that amount remains unpaid.
And they're not in the system, Your Honor.
Thank you. Granted. Red Shield Rentals LLC versus James Miller and Colleen Sangina, case number 21C1680.
In this case, there's rent owing in the amount of $2,054.84, court costs of $174 for
I'm
total
sorry,
amount.
I missed that entire amount. 2,000 what now?
Sorry, $2,054.84, court cost of $174 for a total amount owing of $2,228.84. We'd ask for a judgment for possession with a writ after 10 days if that amount remains unpaid.
Thank you. Ms.
And
Lee?
she's not in the system,
And you check both of those names, Colleen Sangina and James Miller?
Your Honor.
Thank you. Granted default and read after 10 days. Red Shield Rentals versus Brandon Bowman, case number 21C1681.
Your Honor, this is a termination of tenancy case that was sent for two reasons. One was because his lease has expired. Number two, because he had driven to the parking lot after drinking and ran into a few cars. But regardless, the lease is up, and we put that reason down just so that the court knew that it wasn't a non-payment of rent case masquerading as a termination case. So he appeared last week. He was given an adjournment to consult with an attorney. He is not here today. We would ask for a judgment for possession with a writ to issue after August 2nd if he has not moved out.
All right, this matter is before the court for a termination of tenancy. It is 4:15. It was scheduled at 3 p.m. in order to have a hearing and in order to give Mr. Bowman an opportunity to seek counsel. He has failed to appear. I will grant your your judgment for possession.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will email the judgments over to the civil division. Have a great day.
You too. Okay. Elmcrest Mobile Home. What?
Village Estates, Summerstone. Her matter was closed.
All right.
And let me double check. Yeah.
Close one.
Settlement conditional dismissal file. July 9th. Why didn't they come on? I mean, it did come on, but she didn't give notice.
All right, Miss Summerstone.
Yes.
Ma'am, your case was closed back on July 9th.
Yeah, and I was told to I guess come back.
Okay, you only needed to be here if the orders had not been entered. The orders were entered back on July 9th, ma'am. I'm sorry you've been sitting here so long.
No, it's perfectly fine. I do have another question.
Okay.
I ended up getting a piece of paper in the mail stating that we we're supposed to be out on the 6th of next month. Now I was trying to see, do I have until the 6th or do I have to be out today? Well, do they have to be out today?
I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that. I don't have your file in the courtroom with me. We just looked this up on the computer. I don't know what the actual agreement is.
Okay, thank you.
You can, do you not have the piece of paper? What is the piece of paper? What does it say? I can't give you legal advice anyway.
No, it says we're supposed to be out on the 6th of next month.
I know, but what's the document entitled, ma'am?
I do not know.
Okay.
I do, the paper's at the house. I have my kids. The father of my child went to work and my nephew has a learning disability, so he's here with me now. So I'm trying to do it all.
I understand. Unfortunately, I can't answer that. I don't have the document in front of me.
Okay.
So you would, I mean, depending on what that document is, I just can't give
Go
you.
with it, I guess.
Yeah. The only other thing I could suggest is you pull that document out and call over to the Washington County Bar Association and see
Okay.
if they can put you through to an attorney who can give you some legal advice. Or
Okay, thank
I know legal services is real backed up. So what's the other place that we send them to, Ms. Carter?
The call, counsel advocacy law line. I can meet with Ms. Stone if that works.
All right, I'll send you to a breakout room with Ms. Carter, and maybe she can give you some assistance today.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Elmcrest Mobile Home Parks versus Harold Neal and Tanya Neal, 1666. I'm tired and interested at this point.
Good afternoon again, Judge Jen Wilburn for the plaintiff.
Good afternoon. All right. This is do you want to be sworn in, Ms. Wilburn?
Yes, Judge.
Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. All right. Today's day and time set for a second hearing on the failure to pay.
That's correct, Judge. I don't believe defendants were here at the first hearing and they are not here today. There is currently rent to retain of $2,346.36. Court costs in the amount of $179 for a total of $2,525.36.
All right. Ms. Lee, are they in the system?
Your Honor, actually, they do have an application in the system. It was, sorry. They submitted their application on June 3rd, and it is currently under review.
Ms. Wilburn?
Judge, based on their failure to appear at both hearings, I would be asking for my judgment, but I will defer to the court on that.
I know the rule is that you can get a judgment, but you would not be able to do the writ for an eviction, and that is per scale policy at this time. So it's up to you.
Judge, then if we just want to set this out final time, I suppose.
You say it's with SOS. Is that what you said, Ms. Lee?
It's with Hawk currently.
And it's under review. Who's the worker, the caseworker?
With Cherish.
I'm sorry?
Cherish, she's one of our new Sarah workers.
All right. Do you want me to adjourn it over for 1 week or 2 weeks for you so that we can see if it's been processed by then? Do you want to talk to your client? I think your client's on the line. I don't know.
What was that, Judge?
2 weeks. All right. Thank you. August 4th, 2021.
And Christina, if you get any information prior, if you want to get that over to us, I can get you a conditional dismissal.
Yeah, I just got today that Cherish sent me, she needed an updated ledger, which I gave her.
Okay, great.
The rest of these are all just submitted. I have the Sierra case numbers and the dates they submitted them, but they're still only in submission.
Gotcha. And Judge, I'm sorry, that was August 4th at what time?
At 1:30.
Great,
I'm
thank you.
sorry, did I say 2:30? At 2:30. I'm sorry, 2:30.
No problem. Thank you.
Elmcrest Mobile Home versus Brandon Neal. Are these people related?
Yes.
All right.
You look tired.
All right, this one says there's a Hawk application already. It's that, but they failed to appear too. Defendant failed to appear ×2. It is Up to you. What is your desire, Ms. Wilburn?
Judge, I suppose a final adjournment in this matter would be appropriate then.
This one, is it still just submitted and pending, Ms. Lee?
Yes, Your Honor, it was submitted on July 8th and it hasn't been assigned.
To either Hawk or SOS, so we're still waiting on which Hara it's going to be assigned to.
Hawk, it's this.
It's with Hawk.
Okay. All right, thank you. See, you're on it. All right.
Is it sad that I helped them do most of their stuff?
Applications. Okay. Well, here's where we are with this, in that, as you know, since it was just assigned, it's going to be a while before anything happens. You can keep coming back on these, or you can adjourn it out for 3 weeks. You're still going to come back because it won't be ready in 3 weeks, but you can do 3 weeks or 4 weeks. It's completely up to you. I don't think 2 is beneficial to anybody, is where I am.
Christina, I'll defer to you how many weeks you want then.
I absolutely believe if when we did the first meals on June 3rd, we didn't start getting any action until here recently. And it was really me constantly emailing them going, okay, we can't sit in limbo. So, I mean, 2 weeks isn't sufficient in my opinion.
Right. So 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Judge.
All right. So then we'll put this over to the 18th, August 18th, 2021. And I'll do that at 1 p.m. Well, do you want a later time? Because they tend to not to show up. So I don't know if you want to sit here all day because they get called fast.
Sure, let's go later time.
Okay. Let's do that at 2:30 then. It's still
Very
going to be a wait, but it won't be as much. 2:30 p.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Elm Crest Mobile Home Park versus Thomas Barnhart. Case number 21C 1670.
Sean Wilburn for the plaintiff.
All right. Did I swear you in yet? I did.
You did, Judge, and I don't believe, and I guess Christina and Sarah can let us know, I don't believe there is an application on this one.
There is not, and he intends to pay me tomorrow. So I can't dismiss it because he still owes it, but I believe he'll just pay me like he said.
Okay.
Ms. Lee, do you see an app on this person?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Wilburn.
Judge, in light of that and his failure to appear at the initial hearing, I would be requesting a default judgment, rent to retain of $86.48, court costs of $162 for a total of $248.48, a writ to issue after the statutory 10 days if that amount is not paid.
I'm going to give you your judgment in the amount of $248 for the default. No writ without hearing.
Understood.
Especially in light of the fact that he intends to pay. So he's in contact.
He gave me most of the money yesterday. He was just short.
Thank you.
Great.
Elm Crest Mobile Home Park versus Jonathan Smith, 21C 1665.
Sean Wilburn for the plaintiff.
Sierra case number is 217649, applied for on the 8th of July.
Okay.
And it's with SOS.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're on it. All right. That sounds like another
August
18th date. August 18th, 2021 at 2:30 p.m. Let's see. That's all I have for, are you only Elm Crest, Miss Christina?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was going to try to make sure I get all yours so you could go if you needed to. Village Grove, thank you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Village Grove 18 LLC versus Ratasha Cooper, case number P49219.
Sean Wilburn for the plaintiff.
All right, we're back here after the 30-day scale stay on this case. Ms. Lee, do you have any updates?
Your Honor, this is one of the paper applications with Hawk. I believe we are waiting on landlord documents.
Ms. Wilburn?
Judge, I believe those were probably sent in. Jesse, can you confirm?
I don't think Jesse's still, yes.
Yeah, I am still here. Sorry. I was hiding. What was the last name of the tenant?
Natasha Cooper.
Cooper. Okay, give me 2 seconds.
You got it.
I was hiding.
I'd like to be hiding.
You too, huh?
I did that today around 1 o'clock. I sent that in for Ratasha.
Okay.
Who, Jesse, who did you send the documents to?
I filled it out through the link that I got. I think it was Emily something.
Okay. I think that might have been a duplicate application. I will follow up with you, Jesse.
Did you hear that, Jesse? Mr. Caruso?
Sorry about that. I didn't realize I wasn't unmuted. Yes, that works for me. Just shoot me an email, Sarah. We'll get it worked out. Get you whatever you need.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So this is another one. It sounds like we probably need to adjourn out at least 3 weeks.
I would defer to Miss Lee how long she thinks is appropriate. I guess I don't know where it's at, if the landlord documents are required, if there's a caseworker.
Yes, there is a caseworker assigned to it. So once we receive the documents, we'll be able to process the paperwork. So I think 3 weeks should be enough time.
I think 3 is enough. Do we need 4?
If we could do 4, we might get it resolved.
Okay. All right, August 18th, 2021. And I will do that at 2:30 p.m. I gotta make sure I put the defendant failed to appear note in here. I did. All right. Village Grove 18 LLC versus Ronald Sims, case number 21C 1651.
John Wilburn for the plaintiff.
The defendant failed to appear at the last hearing. There's no notation of a Sarah at Ms. Lee.
I'm sorry, Judge. What was the defendant's last name on this one?
S-I-M-S, Ronald.
Got it.
Jen, that's the one that I put in dismissal for because we got a promissory note from Community Mental Health. It's not Sierra he's getting. It's a different agency.
Okay, so you want this one dismissed?
Yeah, I sent that in to the court or to the to your office. I think either Corey or I don't remember who, but it was whoever set it up with me. So they should have gotten it, but it might have got missed. But yes, if we could dismiss this one, we are anticipating full payment from another agency. We got a promissory note.
Okay. And Judge, we can get a paper copy in if need be.
We do need that.
Absolutely.
All right, 3 p.m. EO, July 28th. Village Grove 18 LLC versus Dana McKenzie and LaDonna Andrews, case number 21C 1656.
John Wilburn for the plaintiff.
All right, last hearing, both parties failed to appear. Ms. Lee, do you see an application for Donna McKenzie? And Ms. McKenzie is spelled McKinzie or LaDonna Andrews?
Yeah, they're both not in the system.
Thank you. All right. Ms. Wilburn?
Judge, in light of that, I'm seeking a default possession only judgment, rent to retain of $384.35, court costs of $179 for a total of $563.35.
All right, default to enter, no writ without hearing. Village Grove 18 LLC versus Whitney Lowe, LOWE. Case number 21C 1657 LT. There is a Sarah app in this particular case.
Okay.
And it's with SOS. Is the information that I have in my file.
Your Honor, that is correct. It is under review. It was with Lashanda, so I think this will have to be reassigned to a caseworker, to another case.
All right, August 18th, 2021, and that's at 3 p.m. I'm sorry, 2:30 p.m.
Your Honor, what was the next court date?
August 18th. Village Grove 18 LLC versus Camira Joyner, case number 21C 1659 LT.
John Wilburn for the plaintiff.
Your Honor, Hawk has a SARA application with this tenant. We do have all the documents on this case. We just need a little bit of clarification on their ledger. So I believe the caseworker is in contact with the landlord to figure out the ledger. Once that is resolved, we will be able to send out the worksheets.
All right. August 11, 2021 at 1:30 p.m. Mr. Caruso?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that accurate? You're in touch with them about the question and clarity?
That is what I am frantically searching for right now. He's talked to so many people. What is the case? Sarah, can you email me the case manager's information? I'll just touch base with them and be sure that before we show up next time, that I've gotten them everything that I possibly can.
Okay.
I think they're saying if they get what you need, you might have your worksheet done and be off to getting money soon. So
awesome. Sweet. Thank you.
All right. And I don't know what's happening with the fact that so many tenants are no longer showing up, but if people at the legal services as well as Hawk could please impress upon them that if they don't show up, they can still get judgments. That would be really, really important and really helpful. All right.
Yes, Your Honor, we can do that.
Village Grove 18 LLC versus Ruben Hardy, case number 21C 1661 LT.
John Wilburn for the plaintiff.
Last name is spelled Hardy.
We do not have an application under that name.
All right, Ms. Wilburn.
Judge, in light of that, I would be requesting a default possession only judgment. There's rent to retain of $201, court costs of $162 for a total of $363.
Default. And no writ without hearing. Village Grove 18 LLC versus Cedric Hall, case number 21C 1662 LT.
John Wilburn for the plaintiff. And Your Honor, on this one, I did send over a conditional dismissal to Jesse to get that signed by the defendant. So if we could just go out 1 week on this, I'm hopeful we can get that submitted.
July 28th, 2021 at 3 p.m. for EO. Village Grove 18 LLC versus Murray Berry 21C 1663.
Jen Wilburn for the plaintiff.
The last name is Berry. Miss Lee.
They're not in the system.
BARRY, right?
I have it as BERRY in my file.
So I think that was, I'm not sure where the typo happened along the way. I've seen it both ways. I did let Swiss office know. I'm not sure if they were able to get a message to the court to get that corrected, but it is BARRY on our end.
That's interesting because I do have it as in the demand for possession, it is a BA, but then in the documents that were submitted for the summons and complaint, it's a BE. I will correct it to a BA. Are you able to look under BARRY?
No, they're still not in the system.
All right, thank you. Defendant failed to appear at the last hearing and they are not in the SARA system.
Judge, in light of that, I would be seeking a default possession only judgment, rent to retain of $496.26, court cost of $162 for a total of $658.26.
Thank you. Default judgment granted and no writ without hearing. And unless you're for Mr. Katz's office too, which is Arbor Circle Apartments versus Michael Broden, case number 21C 1603 LT. You're all done.
Judge, I believe, and maybe we went through this one and I missed it. It's 21C 1647 for Village Grove and Latasha Williams. I'm not sure if we already did that one.
Yeah, she was here.
Okay.
Let's see what happened.
Oh, you know what? I think she may have been the one who got a 30-day SARA stay. Maybe that's why.
That's what she did. She got a 30-day
Okay.
stay.
I'm missing Whitney Lowe. I'm not sure if that got dismissed before I came.
We just did Whitney Lowe. You were sitting here. You
Oh,
were hiding.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Thank you. It was that was the one that was judgment, a judgment, right?
Yes. No.
No, that one's with SOS and it's under review. That's an August 18th at 2:30 return date.
Yes. LaShonda left and they're getting a new caseworker.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Judge. Thanks, Miss Lee. Have a good afternoon, everyone.
Have a great day. Thank you.
All right. Do we have Mr. Katz's phone number? I don't see it in this file. Maybe I'm missing it. I'm sorry. All right, we got to call and see if Mr. Sidney Katz is around. All right, the court will call the case of Arbor Circle Apartments versus Michael Broden, case number 21C1603. It's my understanding that a dismissal should be forthcoming on this matter. I will adjourn it to August 4th, 2021 for entry of order at 3 p.m. And I think that concludes our docket today. Thank you, everyone, for all of your help.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Thank you so much, Sarah Lee. Great job today. I was happy.
Good help. Bye-bye.
Bye.